what's an engineering express pack when it's at home? Well, it's kind of a livery and rolling stock pack of sorts. You'll see we've selected the Class 66 here. 66 EWS, 66 EWS, yep, EWS, EWS, the DBS, blah, 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 the standard liveries, you've seen them all in before. But then we get to these two. Class 66 DRS, not drag reduction system, or decision review system, if you're a cricket fan, and Class 66 ONE, Orange Nacho Engineering. No, it's not that either. But yes, these are two brand new, shiny new liveries for the venerable old shed. And they both list Edinburgh-Glasgow as their primary route. So, we've got two new liveries for the Class 66, and these specific variants have their own scenarios and timetable events for the Edinburgh to Glasgow route. ScotRail Express Edinburgh to Glasgow. And so we've selected the DRS version. Again, not drag reduction system. That'd be quite funny. We need some more. We need to get up to 60 miles an hour top speed. Activate DRS flaps on the roof, just like. So, what have we got here then? Well, this pack basically adds a selection of interesting freight maneuvers. Primarily, you've got freight services including sea cow wagons. Now, what are they? We'll get into those in a bit. And dragging Class 385 multiple units around. So, unit drags are actually quite a big part of the modern railway. Well, the big part of the railway always, moving stuff around. So, there's the 385 that you can drive yourself. But there's some scenarios here where a 385 maybe is broken down or something, or just needs to be moved, in terms of being taken for maintenance or delivered new from, before it's actually had a chance to run on its own power on the main line. All sorts of things like that. So we're going to be doing a bit of that. And I believe the one unit drags reduction system, very good. I'll make sure to wear a hat, and Simon will once again forget to wear a hat. Very good. Welcome in, Tuz, as well. I've seen you there, Tuskinity. And your request for water for hydration has been heeded. So, we've got either the sea cow wagons, which in this case are used for ballasting, or for ballast like engineering works on the railway. Ocean Network Express 66 should be container work. Ooh, okie doke. Well, I did wonder, because I think drink. What are you, Father Jack? I forgot the funny little sound the cup makes. Oh, this! I can't make it happen. A little whistling sound. As a way of injecting some dopamine into keeping hydrated, and therefore further motivating me to stay hydrated, that's a pretty good one. You got the reference. I went out on a bit of a limb there. I was like, this could be anything, but I'm going with Father Ted. I'm rolling with Father Ted. So, what should we do first? Well, let's start early in the morning. Edinburgh Waverley to Bishopbriggs with a 40-minute freight service carrying 6 sea cow wagons. 6 sea cow wagons. And, yes, let's do it. Let's go. Like I said, welcome in, everyone. There might not be much passenger space aboard this particular train today, because it's not a passenger train. 5:40 a.m. wake up. I know, right? Operate a freight service carrying 6 sea cow wagons from to. So, go via location. Well, firstly, let's check things. Bring up the game volume a bit. Open. There we go. And straight away, you can tell we're driving a Class 66 because they're nicknamed Ying Yings. Can you tell why? Ying, ying, ying. There you go, you should be able to hear that. Let me know if the game audio is okay in balance with the rest of, well, my speeching and everything. And welcome to Edinburgh Waverley, by the way. Incredibly pretty station. One of my favourite stations in the country, in the whole of the United Kingdom. It is a lovely, gorgeous station. Big station. This is where a lot of services from all the way down in King's Cross and that come up to... It's like their main terminating point in Edinburgh. Well, it's the main station in Edinburgh, really. As you can tell at the moment. It's a big boy station, it is. But it is very pretty. It's in this cutting. Anyone who's played Forza Horizon 4, by the way, you'll have probably driven down or driven over a bridge up there and then up there and round there and probably owned a castle somewhere over there. Yeah, there's a castle next to it, yep. And then you'll have probably driven down the road just behind that. I've crashed there several times. Yeah, exactly. So You will recognise this. Forza Horizon 4 players, of which I am a lot, will definitely recognise this location. And then boarded to ScotRail. Exactly. You will have probably raced to somewhere beyond those tunnels. Shame LNER are looking at axing services west of Waverley other than the Aberdeen to Inverness serve. Well, between that and then trying to sneakily remove off-peak fares, I'm genuinely wondering if they even want any customers. Sorry, passengers. That's what they regard people as now. Just okay, I've shut myself. There we go. I got confused there. I thought I'd shut the door and shut myself out of my own locomotive. Right. So, let's have a sit in the seat. Most importantly, where are the cab lights? Because we're in the dark here. We are literally in the dark. Off peak? No, it's always peak. Engine run on. Controls and fuel generator flow. That's for making stuff go rumble. Engine start. Brake overcharge. Sand. Slow speed rocker switch. Direct brake. Horn. Auto air brake, release hazard warning, power, left, right order, water pressure, activate controller window. Well, it is a bit nippy out, but you know. So that flying and commuting into Edinburgh is much more preferable. Yeah, the very green option that is. Genuinely, I'm just kind of fumbling around in the cab, like, fimbly-bimbling around, like, how do I make light happen? Has done a Pride reskin one time. They did. No, seriously now, where is it? Electrical cabinet, inertial filters. I saw it somewhere. Yeah, I know. Hang on. Electric shock, rescue, no, I don't need that. There's a reservoir isolation, there's massive cocks. There's a cock and another cock, and there's a lot of cocks. But nothing about, sorry, I got distracted. Gearhead 1997, hello! It has, I was just about to say that. It has been a while, it's been a minute, a rather warm minute, I think is the phrase. How have you been? How has the festive period been treating you? How has life been treating you in general, let alone the festive and New Year's period? Welcome in, we're just trying to find where the lights are. Electric shock would light up the cab, not in the way we want. Oh, brake test. Demister. Hang on, oh, headlights, marker lights. Yard. Night running. So that's the headlights on the front of the loco. What about lights in the cab? Tail lights. Instrument lights. Yes! The dials have lit up. I can see a bit of what I'm doing. Desk lights. Cab lights. Way! There we go. AJ said, let there be light. And there was, eventually. There we go. We've finally done it. So, oh, look at this. Bright yellow controls and everything. So, go via location. Haymarket Platform 4. Thankfully, we're not, because we're on a freight service, we're not as worried about being on time, which is useful, because I'm in control of this train. Automatic brake. Release de-brake. Direct brake. Release. You could have used the ditch torch. Train length, what's that? Just uncouple a wagon. Now, I want my train to be shorter in length. Slow speed control switch, emergency brake valve closed. And doobie-doo, so parking brake on, right. So, reverser handle, in. Forward. I have used the reverser. And now what we do is, right, reverser is forward. Oh, hang on, we've got an ad brake coming up. Apparently in 45 seconds. But we'll see about that. So, hang on. So, that's the case. Do. Oh, that's nice. That's cool. Even some people on the platform like, ooh, look at this train. This is not my train to work. Countdown music intensifies. Oh god, it's doing that weird thing again where in OBS it's suddenly like, good screenshot saved as. Oh, we shared driving today. We are, Gearhead. We are. Imagine you're on a train, it won't leave the station until you watch an ad break. It's late-stage capitalism, it's happening. Countdown music intensifies. Energy drink. I don't know. Right, so, what I was saying earlier, these are the sea cow wagons. These big beefy boys here. And like I say, they're full of ballast and stuff, which is what goes on the tracks. See there? There's all that rocks and stuff. That's what the track kind of floats on. It kind of sits on top of that. We are on dead driving a shed. So there's your sea cows. A squeaky shed. Beefy boys. I'm also not quite sure why they're called that, but I believe there was a certain family of wagons from the 1980s and British Railways from the 70s and 80s that were named after various kinds of sea-bearing animals, because I know there was also dogfish wagons. So, again, I'm not quite sure about that. Again, we're not in the sea. We're not even on Twitter, so we don't need to get in the sea. There's tea wagons, there are. We sometimes see some ballast-carrying trains underground once the passenger services are finished. Yellow ones, if I recall correctly. And there's the ad break. So once again, Twitch being like, ads are coming up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1... And now there's ads. Hopefully you don't know in the scene along with that Soviet submarine. Well remembered, the one at Rochester, or Medway Docks. Well remembered. Yeah, once the passenger service is finished, yellow ones I always... Yes, the London Underground does have its own, like, baby kind of ballast trains. I always like the fact that the little, like, maintenance trains and that on the Underground are so tiny. They're tiny! Because they have to fit down small tunnels. Anyway, we are now back from ad break. And during the break, you didn't miss anything. So, forward reverser. Now, let's get moving, shall we? I think we've faffed around for quite enough. Now is the brake. Okay, the engine's gearing up. Oh, here we go. We are moving. Marines, we are leaving. What the... I'm seeing double for a second there. Alright, we are off. And what we're now going to do, it's a bit of a risk, but we're going to turn the cab lights back off. Increase the yin-yang. Exactly. Alright, we are doing 12 miles an hour. Oh, squealing flanges. And into the tunnels. The 66 brakes are weird. Yeah, you have to kind of build up. They're kind of like air pressure brakes, aren't they? Also, yeah, I had no idea you were into trains. This absolutely chimes with the theory that I was discussing with legendary Aussie iRacing man, Southpaw Racer. Legendary ruiner of world racetracks, Southpaw Racer, who started doing Train Sim Tuesdays. In fact, he's probably still streaming at the moment now. But, right, so go via location, Haymarket Platform 4. Oh, there's so many squealing flanges as we go across the points. Also, on the Forza Horizon 4 bit, you know the section where you literally race the Flying Scotsman? I think we're in the area that's basically the finish line for that. Yes, you see on the left there, it's just lit up, there's the path that heads up there. We are in the Forza Horizon 4 map right now, we're still in it, as we head towards Haymarket. 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 But yes, this absolutely goes to a theory that I was discussing with, it's got a big beefy engine, I can't not like an old train, absolutely. Got the green light, good. 19 miles an hour, oh we can do 50 if we want to. Yeah, we might as well bump the throttle up a bit. Make more yings happen. We're in no particular rush as far as I'm concerned. We're not like... It's not like a passenger train where we have to strictly keep to time, which is good, because we wasted about 20 minutes. Hey, it's AJ Market. Hey, it's AJ Market. But yeah, this absolutely confirms a theory that I pitched to Southpaw Racer when he was doing one of his Train Sim Tuesday streams that he's been doing recently. He's been playing Derail Valley, which is a game I badly want. I really badly want Derail Valley. I will get it and I will play it. I'm like Liam Neeson. I will find you. I will buy you. I will find you. And I will play you. I will do it. I will do it, definitely. It looks like an amazing game. I love it to bits. Basically, do you want Train Simulator meets My Summer Car meets your favourite post-dad game? Derail Valley is it. But yeah, he's been playing that in the last few weeks, which has been lovely to watch. And as soon as I discovered, I was like, oh, you big into trains? He was like, yeah, I love it. And we were talking about old, like, classic British steam trains and that. And I said, this basically sticks to a theory that I have, that secretly the Venn diagram between sim racing or racing nerds and train nerds is actually just one circle. There is no crossover, it's just one circle. Means I'm also... Hello. Morning! Wakey, wakey! Wakey, way, market! Oh, well, that was a 25 mile an hour speed thing there, but... Oh, there's a 40 there. Oh my goodness! Hello! Arabello Colabare? I hope I've got that right. Arabello Colabare. I hope I've got that right. Hi, I'm thinking of buying Rhein-Ruhr-Osten and Main-Spessartbahn Aschaffenburg-Gemunden route. Are they good? In a quayside, they cost around €4 each of them. I've not actually played much of the German routes. Oh, stop at location Bishop Briggs Platform 2. 39 miles away. So I think we're good for that. The German pronunciation... Oh, I try my best. Listen, I try my best. I studied Japanese at secondary school. Everyone else was doing Spanish and French and German. I was like, that's far too mainstream. I can recommend the Main-Spessartbahn. Okay, so Nick has played the German routes. The quality of the British routes that I've been playing, including this one, all been very good. Dovetail are good with their details. I'm sure it's good. Yeah, based on their work on other routes, including all the British ones I've played, definitely say they're a good shout, and especially for €4 each. You can't really go wrong, to be honest. So that would be... granted, it was on TSW2, so if anything, the graphics will have got any better. Oh, hello! Okay, so this wasn't in Horizon 4. Well, the moon was in Horizon 4. But this definitely wasn't. But I love the fact that it's included here. That big kind of imposing structure you can just see in the light of the moon is Murrayfield Stadium. That is the Scottish National Rugby Team Stadium, right there. That's done very well, actually, because I've travelled on this route on the train before. In real life, I should say. And, yeah, you do get a lovely look at it as you go past. I think is there a separate tram station for Murrayfield, or is Haymarket the station for it? I mean, Haymarket was just back there, so it's pretty close. Meantime, we've got 38 miles to get to Bishop Briggs. We've got 90 miles an hour speed limit, 100 miles an hour coming up. Where's that throttle lever? Oh, it's going all the way up to 8. Oh, never mind yings anymore. This is just blog. Yog! Yings have just become ying. Not me getting stuck due to a glitch in the game I'm playing, so every time I get to the final battle, the game just doesn't let me actually do the... Oh, that is annoying. That is so annoying. Yes, we are on our way now. And there's our collection of sea cows back there. There sure is a separate station. Oh, there is. Is it tram only? Because I don't think we passed an actual station back there. Alright, so now we're motoring along. Let's get on with it. Erobero Colabare has followed. Thank you. Thank you. Again, I hope I got your username vaguely somewhere close to being correct. I learned the hard way that using cheats in GTA 3 breaks one of the end story missions. Is that in the PC version or in the PS2 version? The screen just keeps shaking too much for me to even see what's happening, and I looked up how to beat it only to find out it isn't supposed to be doing that. Oh, that's so annoying. PS2. Now, which mission is it? Is it like something a character doesn't go where they're supposed to, or... Because I know there's certain glitches like that in gaming. The mission where you shoot the plane with the RPG... Oh, the one at the airport. Is that the one at the airport? Where the aeroplane's coming in, and you shoot it. and then, in our case, go in a boat to retrieve all the packages from the sea, the RPG just goes through the plane. It's like, oh, that's cheating. And the game's like, oh, now you want to whinge about cheating, mother trucker. Stop at location, Bishop Briggs, platform 2. Okay, so, yeah, it's 37 miles away. Sorry, I got confused, because in the top right, you can see on the HUD, it's just just underneath the chat window. You can see on the HUD, there's the distance, 1.7 miles. There's a little blue marker there, so I assume that's our next station we're going through. But I didn't know if that was the next location to stop or pass through, or go via location, if that makes sense. I was like, oh, we're going to have to stop in a minute. No, it doesn't look like it. And we are motoring along now. We're nearly 80 miles an hour. Look at this thing go. We are, I believe, as the phrase goes, out here. We're out here. Aha, this is a station. Can't remember which one it is, but... Honk, honk. Whichever one it is, they've woken up now. Ooh. So I could just hear some clattering. Oh, you can just hear... Oh, look at that! Oh, that's a cool shot. Go through the tunnel there. Edinburgh Park. Ah, okay. Nick is keeping us informed on geographical of it. That's useful, actually. Do keep us updated. If Nick, if you've got the map open, he's sat in the back of the cab, but he's got the map open. Oh, we are motoring along 78 miles an hour. The noise of this thing, I mean, no, technically not. I'd be very surprised if, if people can't hear this thing coming, then, you know. That's one speedy brick. It really is. Next station should be Linlithgow. Linlithgow. I need to message one of my Scottish friends. One thing I've learned about a lot of Scottish pronunciation is that if there's random L's in the middle of a word, just don't pronounce them. Like, there's a Polmady in Glasgow. It's just Pomady. But there's an L in that. No, there isn't. No, there isn't. There's another place up in sort of northeast Scotland, I think, that's similar. I can't remember the actual location now, but it's the same sort of thing. Isn't there a sign in the cab saying not to go over 75 in this... Is there? Hang on. Where's the cab lights? Oh, there we go. Cab lights pressed. Dimmer. Engine stop. Engine start. Plenty of L's in Welsh. Oh, they are holding all the L's. Aha! Max speed, 75 miles an hour. 3 miles an hour faster. We are going faster than time itself. Or something. Alright. Oh. Max speed 75-ish. Look, the speed limit for the line is 100 miles an hour. With what's 3 miles an hour between friends, right? Plenty of L's in Welsh Station. It's like how the HSTs were named the Intercity 125s, because they could do 125 miles an hour. Except, if you really cut them loose, they could actually do much more than that. I think they hold the record for diesel locomotive traction, the fastest speed by a diesel train ever. I think their top speed, the record speed was like 148 miles an hour. I suppose Intercity 148 wouldn't have been quite as catchy. You'll detonate the shed by going, I won't do that. Look, everything's fine. Look, that's fine. That's okay. There's nothing. Nothing is yelling at me saying it's about to explode. I like how the speed in the minutes goes, well, it's going to go down to 90 miles an hour in a minute. Doesn't mean you should drive Reliant Robin at 70 on the motorway. I mean... You know, we've all done it in Forza Horizon 4. You made me try and drift a Reliant Robin in Forza Horizon 4 once. I've had the Class 66 up to 120 before. Did it blow up, Mike? Mike, did it blow up? Oh, we've got a nice bridge. Nice viaduct here. The light of the moon. PLP 500 miles an hour. I've driven 66 miles in a 66. Oh, we are just rumbling away. This is lovely. Hey-oh! Doobie-doo. Green lights. There was one of the signals coming up was on a yellow for a moment, but that's gone to green now, so again, this is the useful thing. Sometimes I have wondered about being a train driver in real life. I think I'd be far too anxious and worried about cocking something up and missing a signal and something and exploding everything. You know, at least in a train simulator game, I could do that and be like, lol, well, I'm an arse. Restart. Hit the restart key. Or AO, like how? I like the fact we're just sitting at 78. I don't know if it's just an upper restrictor or not. Oh, change the light to green. I don't think they allow neurodivergent people to be train drivers. Oh! Well, I mean, I can understand it to a degree, but also, given how many neurodivergent people are literally the biggest fans of trains, that does seem a bit cruel. Well, you could work as a guard on a train and deal with people? No. 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 I couldn't manage a day in retail. Don't make me do that. Which DLC do I play most often? Oh, that's a good question. Outside of streaming... Work the gate line, that's even worse. Gotta go stealth mode, I know, right? Well, we're used to masking pretty well for most of our lives. Which DLC do you play more often? Yeah, like I say, outside of stream, it's probably the ScotRail Glasgow... Is it the circular? I'm trying to think of the Glasgow circular route. Is that one? I was messing about in that circular test track in TSW3. Oh, okay. I play Spirit of Steam a lot. The Liverpool to Cathcart Circle, that's the one. The Liverpool to Chester or Crewe, Liverpool to Crewe route quite a lot. I love that, just for Chuffy boys, big Chuffy boys. Oh, and West Cornwall local, because I love the Southwest Devon. The railways of Devon and Cornwall are one of my favourite areas of any railway network ever in the world, in the history of the world. Oh, by the way, speed limit's gone back up to 100. Not the line speed's back up to 100. Spirit of S team neighbours society. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I know some people say that there was this game called Spirit Speed 1937 that was released for the Sega Dreamcast, and that apparently was about vintage racing from the pre-war period, and that it was also apparently cataclysmically awful, but to my knowledge, I don't think it was ever actually released. I think it was just a figment of people's imagination. It just sort of existed. Context, yeah. The 66 with no load behind it could do like 122. Well, clearly ours is sticking at a nice smooth 78 because of the sea cows we're hauling. We're hauling a herd of cows behind us. Where is Shaq? Is Shaq still lurking? We're literally hauling sea cows. We're literally hauling a herd of cows. Are you from the UK? I am. I am. I am indeed from the Kingdom of Unitedness. I am still here. Yes, yes, yes. So, Shaq, the wagons that we're hauling are actually called sea cows. So, technically... Oh, you can't see them much at the moment. No, hang on. Here we go. There's some lights. There we go. We're hauling cows. We're hauling a herd of cows. Kind of like NASCAR 21. They just skipped a year in the NASCAR game. Yeah, exactly. There hasn't actually been an official NASCAR game since NASCAR Heat 5. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't see the cows. Yeah, very good. I'll give you that. I will give you that. Do. Oh, I just realised. Nope. You can hear some squeaking flanges back there as well. No, fuse cabinet. And where is the cab light switch? I'm fumbling blindly for the... I'm groping blindly for the cab light switch. Where is it? There we go. Also, it is the middle of January, so it is a bit nippy. I'm going to close the window for the moment. And then... Oops, there we go. Whoop, there we go. Mike, please, no. Oh, is it snowing? Ooh, I think it's snowing. I mean, it is Scotland in January. And then again, you know, I'm from the deepest of South. I'm from the deepest of South UK. But yeah, things are... Sit rep. We are charging along, really. Still sitting comfortably at 78 miles an hour. I love that. Look at the speedometer. It's got the red mark on 75. And it's like the thing's like, no, it's just here. And I don't know about you. Yep, everything looked good. You were going 80 in January with the window open. Left side of your face must be... Yeah, I must say... Oh! Morning! We've seen our first other train this morning. We've seen our first passenger train of the morning. There's somebody coming from Glasgow. That must have departed at like 5:40 or something. About the same time we left Edinburgh. Alright, well, meantime, we've got another station up here. Is this Linlithgow? Or have we been through Linlithgow already? Quickly, Nick, check the map. Whichever it is, I think it needs a wake-up call. Oh, yeah. And it's snowing. Life is good right now. The tones, oh yeah. Maximum tonage. That's some big... the Tony Award. I mean, when Charles picked me up from the station near her place, I was just in a t-shirt. I hadn't bothered to get a jacket out of my bag. It was snowing as well. Is that just because you built different, or were you just genuinely not expecting it to be cold at all? Which is quite funny, because I was the opposite when I went to America in 2019. Because I went in October, and it was obviously well into autumn by then. It was chilly over here, and raining and grey and blah, 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 all that stuff. Looks like Linlithgow, okey doke. Oh, the snow's... We're going into the snow. Look at this, the ground's all white now. This is where the snow has already been. We're charging into the snowstorm. This is lovely. Well, not snowstorm. I've had enough of storms recently, quite frankly. And so is the poor fence in my garden that's now just like, help! Ooh, another bridge section. Look at that. Oh, lovely. Look at this. Oh, and the glare of the lights, the headlights on the cab. That's awesome. But yeah, when I went to Atlanta in October 2019, obviously here it was quite chilly. So I took a coat and a lot of warm cold weather gear, only to get off my plane in Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson Airport and realise it was 28 degrees outside. It was about as hot as it had been in the summer I'd just been through here in the UK in October. And by the end of my first day at the racetrack, because I went to Petit Le Mans, halfway through my first day at the racetrack, I was sunburnt, so I did not dress well for that. But it was quite funny, because as soon as I landed back at Gatwick Airport, it was cold and miserable and drizzling, so I was like, well, deploy the coat again. At least I packed well for this bit. Look forward to poor rail adhesion when we need to stop. Well, thankfully you don't need to yet. Stop a location, 22 miles still. And I have been keeping a little eye on the signal thing in the top right, because a few of the... Whenever a new signal comes into view, sometimes it's been amber. It's been yellow. There you go. There's a new one's just appeared right in the top right. You can just see it. It's on yellow at the moment, but they've normally turned to green much before we've got there. So there you go. It's just turned to green. So I think there must be a train further up on this line. Maybe if I hadn't babbled on for so long in Edinburgh, we would be right behind it right now, but now we're not. So we're just belting along. We are belting along. Absolutely belting. Is AWS screaming at you yet? No, actually. Well, unless I've just been ignoring it. Sorry, was that? I can't hear you. I can't hear you over mass yinging. Oh, there's another station coming up by the look of it. Now, it defaults to be isolated in TSW. I see. Must be running with his life with this thing flying up. Yeah, I think you can have the AWS system on if you want, like, advanced realism techers, but I don't mind it not being on for the moment. Oh, train! Look at that, the front of the loco is accumulating snow! Oh, we are hauling cows through the snow. Morning! Oh, that's lovely. I don't know what station that was, but we went through it rather quickly. Once again, still all good. Line speed still 90. We're still doing 3 miles an hour over the top speed of this loco. Line speed's now back up to 100, so that's fine. I want to say Polmont. Okie doke, so we reckon that might be Polmont. And again, there's the I have yet to get TSW4. My past DLC transfer over. It will. It will. Can't find the manual map for this route anywhere. The Edinburgh-Glasgow route. Yeah. I might deploy a map on my phone when we finish this route. Oh, well, now that it's snowing, it's actually getting on the windscreen, so we need to, hang on. Where them cab lights? Where are they at? They're up here somewhere, I think. No, that's the door. Windows has encountered a problem, needs to... No, that's the door. Hang on. It was nice to chill for a bit, but I gotta go. V for wipe. Oh, is there a keyboard shortcut? Yes! There we go. It's nice to chill for a bit, but I gotta go enjoy the stream. Well, lovely to see you back in here, Gearhead. Genuinely. Genuinely, an absolute joy to see you in here. See you around. Hopefully, hopefully don't be a stranger. And, I'll see you around very soon. And thank you for that keyboard shortcut, JBS, because yes, V is for wipers. If only I had a keyboard shortcut for the cab lights. I'm actually using the groping. I love those clunking windscreen wipers. Oh, I for cab lights. Hang on. Let there be light. No. No, I've turned off the instrument lights. Okay, so I for instrument lights. 1.8 miles, still doing 100 miles an hour. L. Is that as in L? Taking an L? Or press L for cab lights? There's only one way to find out. Hey, it worked! Let there be light! Yes! And there's a station. Very nice. Oh, yeah. We've got a rave going in here. Now that we know where the cab light switch is. Those windscreen wipers are clunking away there, but they're needed. As we're driving straight through a veritable blizzard. I typed I instead of L. Oh, I see! It was a lowercase L, so it looked like an I. There we go. Alright, so we got... Well, 17 miles to go to Bishopbriggs. And our 66 is a very chilly boy now. As the instrument and cockpit lights in War Thunder. Nice! Clunk. Clunk. Those windscreen wipers are... Thunk. Thunk. Thonk. 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 And I'm... You know, obviously grateful for that, because, you know, nice to be able to see where we're going. It's 6:15 in the morning, and given that we're in the middle of January, I'm not anticipating that the sun will come up by the time we'll have finished this first run. But it won't be our only run today. You will get to actually see the route. The windscreen wipers sound like an old clothes... They do! Clunk. Clunk. Like a tumble dryer. Yeah, like a clothes dryer. Yes, they do clunk, 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 clunk. All the clothes like rattling around inside. So, anyone got some clothes that need drying? We can do that aboard our class. We can do that in our shed. The yin-yang in the wipers. It's a washer and dryer. Wonderful. Right, distance 1.8 miles. Still green signals. 16 miles to go to Bishopbriggs. It's a whole laundromat. We're actually driving a laundromat on wheels right now, whilst also hauling a herd of cows through the snow. Things have got a bit strange. Yeah. Yeah. It seems to get like hypnotised by the wipers. That's a sentence no one has ever uttered before. What's that? We've got a laundromat. We're a laundromat on wheels hauling a herd of cows. Yeah, no, I can't imagine a scenario where an ad break has happened right in the middle of that sentence, but Fortunately, I don't think you're going to miss much. Well, I hope not, anyway. Oh no, what's that? There's an alien invasion all of a sudden. No, I think you're good. Right, that furthest away signal is still on yellow. We are gaining on something, but it's still turned to green well before we get there, so... Oh, we're joining up with a few more lines here by the look of it. Now got 14 miles to... Oh my, look at that. Oh my... Oh, there we go. Oh, another train. We got bowled by another train. I went to take an atmospheric picture and then another train came barreling through. Oh yeah, also I will rectify that that weird high-resolution screenshot thing. But, well, this is what I'm taking pictures of. Hang on, come on. Come back. There we go. There you go. Look at that. Dramatic wintry scene. 13 miles. Still all green signals. I love that. The moment I went to press the button to take the screenshot, the camera suddenly went pew-ing, and I was like, are we in a tunnel? But another train came flying past at the exact moment. Oh my word, but hang on, is there a demister somewhere on here? Hang on. Cab lights. Yep, still line speed, that... D for demister. It's gotta be. Hazard warning. Oh, hang on, is it up here? Town lights, desk lights. Whoa, Kuwait 99 with the follow. Hello, welcome in. Oh, demister. Yes. The demister is on. Kuwait 99 has redeemed stretched. Oh, that was good. Hello from France. Hello. Or should I say bonjour? I'm not very good at French, so I'm not going to try and attempt to destroy any more of your fine language, which is a favourite of mine. As has been evidenced by the fact I've been watching almost exclusively a French ASMR YouTuber for the last week or so. Worldwide stream today. I know, right? Just call me Pitbull, because I am Mr. Worldwide today, apparently. But welcome in, QN99. Does that mean it's QA99? Would you prefer that pronunciation, or is QA99 just fine? Or is that all completely wrong? And welcome in. We are chuntering along in our shed. Charging through the snow. Second pronunciation, Kuwait. So that's Kuwait. Kuwait? Yeah, we're chuntering through the snow in our 66. Our direct rail service is class 66. We are chuntering through the snow. Bonjour and stuff. With our herd of sea cows, aka our selection of wagons, ballast wagons. We're on our way to Bishopbriggs on the outskirts of Glasgow. And so far it's been smooth sailing the whole way. Well, despite the fact we're literally in a blizzard. Merci beaucoup. Nice! Oh, that's really cool. Train! Oh, Paula Brady's arrived as well! Hello, buddy. How you doing? Well, unfortunately, we're not driving any train-based donkeys today, but the world's fastest sim racing donkey is out here with us. Aha! Oh, that's just a normal screenshot. Okay, so... Hello, Paula! How's the festive period been? How's the new year been for you so far, Paula? Meantime, like I say, we're still chuntering along. At 3 miles an hour over this locomotive's actual top speed. So we're going faster than this train should be able to do. And we're keeping an eye on the signals. They've been all green so far, but there's been the furthest away one at any time. As it's come into view on the little HUD thing in the top right, you can just see under the chat text boxes. It's been yellow each time. But, there you go, next one's yellow. But that will probably turn to green way before we get there. So that's been the theme so far. We're now belching, and we're now 10 miles, under 10 miles away from Bishopbriggs. And I've got to say, I'm quite glad. I'm especially glad. I'm especially glad. Or a red, yeah. You don't want one of those either. I think we're coming up on another station. Not bad, a few changes at work, but they're manageable. Also missing my American partner after she spent Christmas with me. Aww. Yeah, that's got to be hard. Leaving, or saying goodbye to folks that you've hung out with over the Christmas break. especially those you're close to, like partners. But, yeah, I hope you get to see your American partner again very soon. Now coming up on about 8 miles to go, and there is a station coming up through the mist. So, morning! Oh, I love the fog and the mist and the snow and everything. Oh, it looks amazing! I've always said this about Train Sim World, and this was way before I became a Dovetail Games official ambassador, of which I am. But I said this way before. One thing they've always done really well is their lighting. The atmosphere in the games is really nicely done. And I don't think it gets much more atmospheric than belting through a blizzard in Scotland at 6 in the morning. In January. I mean, look at that. Way better graphics than Trains, yeah. Trains with a Z. Trains. We could probably turn the wipers off now, actually. Which button was it for the wipers? Demister. Well, the demist is on. Brake test, and we do all that. Alright, keeping an eye on the signals, that's good. We're now 6.5 miles away from Bishopbriggs, roughly, so... Still looks good on the dash and everything. Dim, instrument light dim. Oh, hang on. Ooh, hang on. We can make them brighter, that's nice. Hot plate off, very important if you want to... So there's your hot plate there, so if anyone wants to put the kettle on, plonk it there, and you'll heat it up, so there we go. Yeah, I've no idea how immersive this is for me right now. There's a very slight cold draft coming through my bedroom window I'm next to because it's super windy and cold where I'm at, yeah. I wish this was more immersive. In fact, for the last week or so here, it's been very frosty and very icy and very cold. But believe it or not, I kind of prefer that to how it's gone in the last few days, which is all of a sudden double-figure temperature, so it's not properly cold, it's kind of lukewarm, but also just pouring down with rain and gale force winds. I mean, we literally had a storm blow through here the other night with like 70-mile-an-hour winds and stuff. Watch the stream in VR by opening a window. Whew, it's been nippy out there. Right, let's close that. I think, how far away now? Right, so we're just coming up on 5 miles away. Lukewarm and moist is the worst weather. It is! Because you have no idea how to dress for it. Right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to... Can I go back to the UK, please, and get to meet AJ this trip? Aww! I wanted to meet you this time around, but I had no money, and the North has all the fun, apparently. The North has all the fun because it can vaguely afford rent and to live, which is something us Southerners just aren't allowed to do anymore. If you're even vaguely in the nearby vicinity of London, it costs more than the earnings of the world to just breathe. But, yes, next time, we will meet up, Sudoku, and you'll get a big, massive hug, if you want one. Right, so, yeah, I said... Oh, now we're under 4 miles ago, so I'm actually now just going to... Let off the brake... let off the... Okay, release the direct brake, yep. Okay, so, we're now just coasting. And as you can tell, we're really slowing down a lot. 77 miles an hour. We're going to hang out again soon, AJ. I agree. I agree. $76 miles an hour. Did they put in some dumb tax recently where you get charged an outrageous fee whenever you drive to certain areas? Oh, you mean ULEZ? Yeah, that thing. That thing where somehow a 2004, 2005 reasonably sized car gets charged because pollution. Meantime, morning. Yeah, I don't know what station that is. Right. So we're getting towards 3 miles away from where we need to stop. So I'm now going to really start paying attention. And there's 2 signals showing. First one's green, second one is still yellow. So... yeah, we have the same in Paris. Oh, yeah, I've heard about that. And I've heard it's gone down about as well as it did here in London, which is, to say, like a cup of cold sick. Right, okay, apply the direct brake. I'm going to start slowing down now because we are charging towards Bishopbriggs anyway. Next signal is yellow. So we... whoa. Bit of bucking Bit of bucking over the rails there. And it's snowy, so we're going to have to... take a bit more time to slow down and everything. Buying a Smart 4.2 micro hybrid diesel. There's your Nick's consumer advice right there. Alright, so we've got yellow signals coming up. This is still yellow. You like snow plus moist plus cold breaks plus L plus ratio. You're not wrong. 1.7 miles away. Is that still on yellow? We're still doing over 50 miles an hour. Is there another brake that I'm missing here, or is that it? On automatic air brake or direct... Oh, no, I suppose the direct brake. He's got a big V8 car that's exempt despite his girlfriend's 90s MX-5 making less than half the emissions that... Yeah, exactly. Like, me and my dad looked this up recently. Now, he has a Dodge Ram pickup truck. You may think, well, V8 American doesn't pass ULEZ. It doesn't, even though technically it's actually really clean. Like, really, really clean. It's been tested at, like, the MOT centers and stuff, and it's actually incredibly clean. In terms of emissions. But no, it doesn't pass ULEZ. Except a 2006 Corvette Z06 does pass the ULEZ. That's exempt. Make it make some sense. Some sense at all. Any of it. Alright, meantime. Doing 42 miles an hour. We're still slowing down. We've got a yellow signal. We're now under a mile out from Bishopbriggs. Or jump into the Thames. Or just jump in the Thames. What's that? If Rishi Sunak can do one thing right, it's either remove ULEZ, scrap ULEZ, or jump in the Thames. Right, I'm a little bit concerned. We are slowing down, but... we are slowing. I think we're good. I think, actually, we'll release the brakes a little bit. Why not both? We could do that. So, yeah, we're actually closing in on Bishopbriggs. Very near to Bishopbriggs, actually. So, well, morning. As a passenger train looms out of the darkness at us. In fact, yes, I'm going to pop the brakes on again. We're going to ease in here. We are going to ease in 30. Even the Green Party agree that running an older car is more ecological. Yeah, exactly. Because, believe it or not, there's a lot of waste in scrapping and then building brand new cars. I know, who'd have thought? Right. 300 yards away, we're doing 27, 26. I really hope there's more of a brake we can use. Hang on. What about this? Apply the automatic brake. Can we do that as well? So I don't think... we're in danger of not stopping in time here. Oh, hang on. No. I'm applying every single brake. I'm applying every single brake. It's not slowing. It's not. It took forever to slow down. Was there no checkpoint for that? Why would I bother doing something like that? I know, right? We were slowing down for about half an hour there, and it still didn't stop in time. Somebody pointed this out in the chat earlier. Yes, the 66 brakes are weird. Just make synthetic fuel and let that replace fossil fuels while we figure out how to reconstruct an entire transport system. Yeah, sounds about right. I mean, e-coal is being developed by several heritage steam railways over here. And yes, e-fuels are coming around. So hydrogen is becoming a thing, more and more of a thing. Ironically, the EVs currently are more pollutant to the earth due to the process of chemicals used in making the batteries. Indeed. Right, I'm not replaying this again. We got all the way to Bishopbriggs, and then our train decided to not slow down from 15 miles an hour. So, I'm not doing that. We're going back to the main menu. And what we're going to do is that's why I'll never own one. Yes. I need to actually make some sort of command for this, actually, because it will be a thing. But if there's something to suggest changing... you could prize my ICE car... Yeah, that's about the same thing for me. What I'm now going to do is a thing that... it's a shorthand for change the subject. I mean, that's T, but, you know, it's I'm going to make a little command that's like a random thing, that, and this is something that you will be able to do in chat if you guys are uncomfortable with something that's being discussed. 10-4, yeah, there we go. It'll be something you guys can use in the chat to be like a sort of... do you mind if we move the conversation along a bit, please? So, yeah, again, it's T, but, you know. Right, so, to the trains. Right, train depot. We're going to... so, what we're going to do now is we're going to go for the Class 66-1, which I believe is Ocean National Express, is it? Or Ocean National somethings. And this is interesting. So, hang on. So, the DRS... Now, the DRS 66 had more services. I thought the 166 was just for Ocean Network Express. Okay, it is. That's... actually got it right. Yeah, so this does include unit drags as well. So, I thought the 166 had the specific coupler to couple up to the unit to do the drags for the unit. So, actually, this makes total sense. So... Basically, I'm just going to retcon what you just saw. We did make it to Bishopbriggs successfully, and now we've transferred onto the 830 back to Edinburgh Weatherly, driving the 1 Class 66, carrying a 385 multiple units. So, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Men in Black memory wipe. Exactly. Exactly. You understand. You get it. You get it. Hopefully, because it'll be 8:30. Oh, it's... The sun's not up fully, but... Go via location, Haymarket, Platform 1. So here we are at Bishopbriggs. Yeah, this is literally where we just stopped. And we did definitely stop here. So here is the Ocean National Express 66, and this Network Express 66, in this very pretty magenta pink livery. Now, I'm a big fan of pink, like neon pink anyway. I mean, it's one of the colours of the AJ Omega Rainbow. In a perfect world, we'd all go by hoof bus and trains. I agree. So yes, this is the 385 multiple unit we've got. And we're dragging that over to Edinburgh Waverley. So either it's defective or it's not working. We've had to rescue it. In fact, there's probably a scenario for that, to rescue a dead EMU. Parking brake. Release. Yep. Automatic brake. Direct brake, right, that's off. Ivor engine. Well, it's a bit nippy. Stop snowing, at least. And... night running, yard work, day running, that'll do. So the headlights are on. Cab lights. Oh, we don't need them now. Instrument lights. What was it? Morning. Oh, it wasn't the instrument lights. I just quite like having them on. So, let's, tell you what, should we pop the hot plate on? So we can pop the kettle on? Yes, I agree. Okay. Should have had the sand on when braking in the snow. Oh, yes, that's a good point. That's a good point. Hang on, where is the sander? On window, direct brake, train length, emergency brake valve, sand stick. There is a sand stick. Oh, okay. Well, we'll keep that in mind. Lesson learned. And this time we won't be fooled again, hopefully. So, let's give it the bean, shall we? Our big Ying mobile is departing Bishopbriggs. I'm making the journey back to... Okay, screenshot saved as. I'll probably play this game a bit more off-stream and then just get some screenshots for, like, the YouTube thumbnail or whatever after that. I will look into that, by the way, because that is a bit annoying. Every time I save a screenshot in the game, it's just like, you just can't see any of the game. Because the little message saying, you've saved a screenshot, just takes over the entire screen. That is a bit annoying. It shot the screen. The screenshot notification shots the screen. Shots the screen right up. Ow. Here we go. Just make himself comfortable for the journey ahead. Alright, we're up to 25 miles an hour already. Oh, it helps when I press the right button. There we go. I was like, why is the camera not changing? Oh. Floor it. Well, I think that's a good idea. Copy that. Let's go. We are off. So I was trying to focus on the picture and then text. I know, right? Yeah, I will investigate that. It's a shame because I really like taking a lot of screenshots in these games. My screenshots folders for all the Train Sim World games are like jam-packed full of stuff. Oh, there we go. Now that I can breathe again. It's a gorgeous game. It really is very pretty. It's very pretty. Like I say, I think the one thing these games always do very well, I mean, they do quite a few things very well, but one of the things they always do very well, I think, is the lighting, things like that. Just the kind of ambience. It only gets better every installment. No, that's true. So we are on a slight uphill gradient, but otherwise, we're motoring along. Believe it or not, we've got 38 miles to go. Oh, we're actually stopping at Haymarket Platform 1. Or, no, we're going via Haymarket Platform 1. So this should, in theory, be much the same as the run we just had out to Bishopbriggs from Edinburgh. But, well, at least now we can see what's going on. We can actually see a bit more. Oh, there's a, that looks like a diesel refueling point or some sort of servicing area there. Maybe for units as well. Yeah, I think I see some wires, some overhead wires in the... Oh, no, there isn't. Okay. One of my favourite things goes along with the lighting. The trains aren't perfectly smooth. They have realistic little defects and dents in the paint. Yes! That is a really nice touch. Guess what, guys? We're doing 78 again, by the way. Yeah, look at the side. And look at the grime and that, and the what do you call it? Well, the grime, I suppose. The Skepta album on the top of, on the roof of R66. Touches like that are really... Whoa! Butt through those points. Stuff like that is really cool. Now, once again, we've got that furthest signal away is on a yellow, so... Going to be... Oh, no, it's green again. So we're okay for the moment. And it's not snowing for the moment, so... The snow has blown through and then melted again in the time that it's taken us to disembark from our train at Bishopbriggs. Moan to the signal. Be like, look, listen, I tried to slow, my brakes were defective. Also, morning. Again, I was too fast, going too fast through the station to see what station it was. But a station has been passed through. It took you so long to stop that the snow melted. I actually just melted all the snow in trying to stop. It was like, yeah! So what I'm going to try and do here oh, no, not actual maps, Google. Time for my phone call. I'll be back in a bit. Okie doke. I hope it goes about as smooth as it could possibly go. So I was just Googling whether there's a map of this route available. I found a website, route maps of the Train Sim World Saga. That's amazing. Blackpool, Ormskirk. Still keeping an eye on everything. I promise. Mostly. 3. Edinburgh to Glasgow route. Okay, what have we got here? Okay, so... Well, it's basically like a sort of Google Maps or like OpenStreetMap thing. So... Oh, those are the collectibles, right, okay. Oh, there are collectibles on this route, aren't there? None of this actually helps in terms of what stations are on the route. That's not helpful in the slight... Well, it is a bit, I suppose. Well, it is a bit, I suppose. So I believe one of these... Yes, there is a map there, but I don't think it shows the actual names of stations when they come up. Oh, there is another train further up the map, though, so... Once again, though, we are chuntering along at 78 miles an hour. And once again, all dials looking good. Lovely and smooth. Now, I am noticing that yellow signal is... They're staying yellow for a bit longer. So we're getting closer to them before they turn green. So we'll just have to pay attention to that. So I think we can close that now because it's still a bit chilly outside. Well, very chilly. It's a bit chilly-willy outside. Oh, look. The gorgeous... Oh, the magnificence. The orange sunlight. Oh, marvellous. Marvellous. Look at this. You know what I was saying? You know what I was saying? Oh, it's lovely. Very, very pretty. Very, very pretty. The word of the day is spad. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. I don't know what you're talking about. Alright, we've got a station here by the looks of it. And a train in the platform on the other side, so... Whoa, whoa, the frame rate's not enjoying this bit. There we go. Whoa. Yeah, the frame rate did not enjoy that station for some reason. That station was frame rate death. We are now approaching frame rate death station. I was about to make a joke about Mr. Blobby. Which word, but... Oh, guys, it's snowing again. It's snowing again. Yep, those are definitely snowflakes hitting the windshield, the windscreen. Okay. Alright. Well, this time, remember, we do have sand to deploy. What is that horn? Well, it was a bit... It was a bit wonky because of the frame rate. Morning! Alright, so the morning commuter trains are out in force fully now. All sounded so weak. The little Doppler effect at certain points. V for the clothes dryer. Yes, the laundromat. Beep. The word of the day, I misended it as if it ended in F rather than D. What, spad instead of spaff? What, spaff instead of spad? Oh, hang on. Hang on a minute. Right, well, firstly, where's the wipers button? I'm trying to remember. Pressure change, pressure units, brake test emitter. Where is the wiper button again? It was it I, maybe? No, that's the instrument lights. Was it V, maybe? Yes! V for the wipers. Okay. Right. This is interesting up here. Crew messages 2 of 2. Line 2, no power, locomotive speed too high. Line 2, parking brake is released. Okay, so... So hang on. Okay, I'll dial it back a bit. Let's go to 75 miles an hour then. Or would that still be too much? Now, we've still got 29 miles to go till Haymarket. Hey, Market. Oops. 76. 75, okay. How fast is safe for a unit drag? I don't know. Well, it seems to be safe enough. Wow, look at that for a scenery as well. Once again, we are driving into the blizzard. So the blizzard swept through Glasgow. The snow's melted in Glasgow, but it's on its way to Edinburgh. So it went the opposite direction to us. There's another line down there. If that joins up with this one. No, it doesn't look like it. Maybe it joins over there, maybe? Unit information, brake timing, brake cutout. On off main power, bright dim. Speed control, select crew. Huh, okay. Crew message 1 of 1, line 2, no power. And we've got an ad brake. I've seen Mallard, but I haven't seen the world's fastest steam loco, Blue Peter. Right, well, the rear lights are still on in this loco, so that's fine, I suppose. We're in an ad brake as well, by the way, so I'll let that play out. To be fair, we are up to speed, so we're just cruising along here. We're still doing 72, just cruising, so... Dooby-dooby-doo. We are now, what's the word? Lift and coasting. We're now lift and coasting. We are Le Mans endurance driving this. Except we're not actually slowing down while we're coasting, so... all good, really. Blue Peter did hit 150 or so, departing Durham. Departing Durham? Just went 0 to 150 right away. Yeah, once again, the laundromat service is in operation. Yeah, we're now going back up to 73 miles an hour now, so... well, the wheels did. Yeah, yeah, that's what I thought. Right, well, we've not any more messages from the crew, so... I can only assume this is okay. They're alright with that? Apparently 73 is enough power. Apparently. Let's just say Blue Peter was out of service for a number of years. Yeah. Still is, isn't she? Oh. Still got all the green signals. That's lovely. There we are, just coasting. You can see the snow starting to build up on the front of our loco. The snow being kicked up, big clouds. It broke the driver's arm. Blimey. She went back out in service after that, but she's at... oh, I see. Right, okay. ...74 miles an hour. We are still trundling along nicely. Ah, so we're not fully coasting, actually. We were on throttle setting 2. And now we're fully coasting. Oh, there's another train coming the other way. Morning! New. Good morning, new. New. Got another station coming up, but we don't have to worry about that. It's fine. That's A-okay. A-okay. Don't think I need to do another UK mainline steam trip. I had double-headed steam on the Settle Carlisle, and I don't think I can top that. Yes, thanks for reminding me. I totally have never been jealous of you for that. Ever. Ever. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Alright. Yeah, we're still managing 70. We're now at nice miles an hour, actually. Chat, we need confirmation. What speed are we doing right now? It's nice. Well, it was for a moment. Is that still acceptable? Well, yeah, no more messages from the crew, so... Throttle, stop through 8, reverse handling. Well, that mainline steam trip probably gave me COVID, so you might as well, yeah, fair. Also, morning. I even tried looking out for the name of that station, couldn't see it. Never mind. We are the one, we are the one. We are the one. As your man from the Stone Roses kept saying the night that I saw them at Isle of Wight Festival, this is the one, this is the one. I believe they have a song called This Is the One, or I Am the One, maybe. But he seemed adamant that this is the one, this is the one. And he just kept saying that all night, even when they weren't playing any songs related to being the one in any way. Maybe they were just big Brock Lesnar fans. This is the one in 23 and 1. Or something like that. Or something like that. Meantime, yep, crew seem happy enough. They also have a song called Fool's Gold for when it's not the one. Yeah! That was one of the two main songs I was there to hear them play, and it was awesome. It was about a 25-minute psychedelic jam version, but still very cool. As was the main song I wanted to hear from them, which is a song that always reminds me of my dad, Waterfall. With this lovely, lovely like guitar lick, or main riff, I should say. Very tasty. One time my next trip doing this, all the good stuff is gone, so maybe Electras and possibly a night train. What's an Electra again? Is it the 91s? Is that what you mean by an Electra? Because I know you've mentioned that a few times. I'm trying to remember what actual class of locomotive that is. What class of train that is. 91s, okay, okay. Electra's 235. Good! 225. I was like, wait a minute, there's one we don't know about. Okay, so we're up to 74. 75. Throttle back to 2. We've got some infrastructure coming up here, and I think we've got another station on the way. This is rather relaxing, isn't it? Well, there's a passenger train that's waiting to come in behind us. Morning. Thanks for letting us through, signaller. Signal person. Now, what about neurodivergent people signalling? I know a neurodivergent friend of mine who is a signaller on the London Underground. Meantime, another station that we have no time to see what name of it is. And again, the Doppler effect works in strange ways. Oh, we've just gone over. We're now up to 76 miles an hour. From naught. Sorry, I thought I could hear my door buzzer going off. So once again, just cruising along. All green signals. They're not even showing as yellow anymore, I don't think. These have been some rather easy turns, well, except for the whole stopping at the end of them bit. That's been the tricky bit. It's probably on one the throttle there setting 1. Yeah, the farthest away signals aren't even coming up as yellow now. They're just green. Greens all the way. When I go to England, we'll be less filming, more just enjoying. That is nice. That is nice to do from time to time. It's something I'd like to be able to do more. Clunk. Clunk. Meantime, my clothes still going around in the dryer. In the tumble dryer. Another passenger train on the way. Morning. Davis McKinnon. Apparently that's that driver's name. That's driver Davis McKinnon out of Pomedy Depot. I only filmed a few things in Japan. Cool. Well, it's nice to be able to balance, like, filming content. Not everything has to be hashtag content. It's nice to be able to balance that. That England trip where I vlogged every single day until I got COVID. And then vlogged that you had COVID. not even that stopped. Oh, look at that. Oh. Don't mind me, just marveling at very, very pretty scenery stretching out in all directions around us. For it is lush. Oh, there was the furthest away signal on the HUD did pop up as yellow briefly and then went to green, so either we're not catching the train that's in front of us, or because I did notice when we checked the map earlier, or the map screen a little earlier, we did there was a train in front of us technically, but otherwise, well, we just can't be catching it up, really. There we go. Oh yes, that's a bit better. I had a multi-day panic attack when I tested positive. Oh, blimey. Yeah, well, understandable, really. Understandable. Glad you were able to get home safely in the end. Right. And another... Where are the stations? They're in here somewhere. Honk. And speaking of, there's another passenger train. So that's arriving to pick up passengers in that station. We're just trundling on through. Breaking on through to the other side. Well, it's a bit nippy for football out there today, I think. Linlithgow United's Scottish non-league game. Against Andrew United thirds. It's off because of a frozen pitch. Well, there is a slight uphill incline to this section, actually. It's now on 3 throttle. Yeah, it's staying solid at 17, that's okay. Again, it's been nippy out there. Still keeping an eye on the signals, that's all good. Nice and smooth. I've still heard nothing from my professor, so I'm starting to think he doesn't actually exist. Your professor is in fact a figment of your own imagination. Forget the demon headmaster, you just got the ghost lecturer. Not the nutty professor, the ghostly professor. I've also found that my low effort content ends up doing better than my high effort. That's modern algorithms for you. Craft a meticulously planned scripted video for ages. 3 people watch it. And then you film something on your phone in 5 seconds and then just dump that on and it's like viral star. Did somebody notice a drastic lighting change there, by the way? It's actually got quite dark. I assume it's because the cloud cover is heavier. Yeah, it just suddenly got very dark in the cab. Hang on. What, there we go. Well, we've got cab lights if we need them. And demister might need to come on again. The demister. Paul demister. Look, when he never showed up for the first day of the semester and there were 15 of us sitting in the room waiting for him for an hour and he's not sent a single email or anything, it makes more sense one. Well, yeah. I don't blame you, quite frankly. We are now 11 miles away from her market. Hey, market. Hey, do you want to go to market? Hey, brackets, do you want to go to, close brackets, market? Okay, it's freezing cold and there's snow. There's snow all up my arm. Oh, I was wondering what that whistling sound was. It's actually like the sound of the wind. I mean, I assume it's in the game, rather than outside my window in real life. I'm looking at doing an open uni degree where the contact will hopefully be minimum. Nice! I've genuinely considered going back to do a master's degree at uni, mainly because I feel like my university experience was kind of weird. Like, it was strange in a way, because the first 2 years I did as a course, a partner course at a local partner college. So I went to college for 2 years, basically. And I just had a lot of money for the first time in my life because of student loans and stuff. That was Kevin Davis McKinnon. That was Kevin McKinnon, Davis McKinnon's brother. But yeah, and then the third year was the one where I joke that I was the third year fresher, because I was. That was the third year. The first 2 years were a foundation degree, and then you go into, it was University of Greenwich I went to. That was my alma mater, I believe is the term. Yeah, do you guys hear that whistling sound, by the way? It's like, I assume that's in the game. Again, I'm assuming that's not an IRL. But yeah, I moved into halls and everything and did the whole uni freshers experience, but also in my third year when all the essays and coursework really meant a lot. So only doing that for a year and then not doing the traditional second or third year thing really kind of messed me up for a while. It was like, I've just started to experience this whole coming of age experience of life, you know, and I've really enjoyed it, and then it's gone again. Well, at least I was in a stable relationship at the time. No, she broke up with me a month after I came home from uni. That was good. That was lovely. That really added to it all. But, yeah, I have considered going back and doing a master's somewhere. Again, money thing. Although I don't know how long you can get student loans or tuition loans or whatever for. I don't know if it's... Because I did 3 years of uni. I don't know if it allows for up to 5 years. So, I don't know. Could be something to investigate at some point. It's all online and you can take up to 16 years to do it. Ooh, nice. Yeah, well, the thing is to me, the actual masters, like the actual living on campus and doing all that stuff would be part of it. Do you know what I mean? But the open uni is definitely a it's an option. It's an option. Excuse me. Bilching is also an option. No, it's mandatory for me, let's be honest. So we're now 8.5 miles out from her market. And it looks like... Are the crew still happy? Yeah, looks like they're okay. Whew. Only downside to open uni is that it's based in your least favourite UK city. Is it the one full of roundabouts and a stolen football team? Meantime, oh my word. More very, very pretty scenery. More incredibly... Look at this. Oh, this is so gorgeous. Especially in this windswept, snowy, Arctic, blizzardy vista. Oh. Anyway, right. Actually down 67 miles an hour now. Can you believe that? Right, it's the direct brake. Yep. So, we're in a class 66 and we're currently doing 66 miles an hour. But again, we're now coming up on 7 miles to go until... Well, we're going via Haymarket. We don't have to stop there, but I figured after our experience on the first run, with the Bishop Briggs, the Bishop Briggs screw job, the Bishop Briggs balls up, I figure it's best to, better be safe than sorry, you know? Especially as, once again, it is blizzarding. It is hecking blizzardy. It's hecking snowy. It's not just hecking windy, it's hecking snowy. 6.7 miles. Oh, I love the snow, honestly. I would happily move to a colder place. Like, I am... I want to go to Canada. I want to live in Canada or Scotland. I happily would. If it means snow in the winter, proper snow in the winter, I'm all about that. Proper cold winter, give me it. Give me it. Please. I don't have anything to live anywhere. It's not the UK. You know, it's a you know, mood. I can, you know, vibe with that energy for sure. First day of the semester was yesterday. If he doesn't show up again tomorrow, I'm going to be very confused. The mystery of Sudoku's missing professor. Again, not the Nazi professor, the missing professor. The ghost professor. That's a Doctor Who episode, surely. Still better than the US. Yeah. That's, you know. Speaking of Canada, I need to go back to Canada. I want to go to Canada for the first time, especially as one of my closest friends lives out in Canada. I met her when she was living over here at the time for a few years. And I met her through the London Nerdfight area. So another thing I have to thank AFC Wimbledon for. Introducing me to John and Hank Green, and then go the Nerdfight area community, and then so many of my best friends that I met from London Nerdfight area. DFTBA, hey! Absolutely absolutely all over the place. But yeah, I met my friend who lives out in Canada when she was living in London for a few years, and we've managed to stay very close friends despite the fact that having known us and become very close over the space of, I think it was about 6 months or so, 6 to 8 months we met, and then she had to move back to Canada. She waited until the morning of her flight home to finally confess to me that she'd had a big crush on me all summer. It's very funny now, given that she is now married to an absolutely wonderful human being. So, it's worked out fine in the end anyway. But I still bring it up and she still feels very guilty about it. But I just find it really funny now. It's like peak rom-com stuff, you know? But, yeah, we're still very close. She actually got married to her husband just last year. And came over for, was over here as part of her, like, honeymoon travels. So I got to see her and her husband again for the first time in years. A long time, shall we say. And that was very heartwarming. Depends where in the US, yeah. It's looking like a certain former president's going to be the Republican nomination again, so anywhere in the US is not great right now. Yeah, I'm not going to go into more of a thing on this, because that's definitely more of an example of change the subject, please. But the only thing I'm going to say about that is I was starting to get concerned, like, for all that everyone was memeing the whole Trump mugshot and everything. Oh, he's been arrested, he's actually going to go to jail. That's gone very quiet, and we are now in an election year. So, is that actually going to stop him actually being nominated again? And the 2016 revival tour that nobody wanted. Naught people. Minus people want. But yeah, that's a discussion for another day. For now, we are on board a peaceful pink train. So, we shall move on from that. What I want to do a degree is to go on the JET program, as in JET or JET. Either way, this sounds interesting. Discuss more. And that certain former president's going to lose because we're not entirely an idiot. You're not entirely American idiots. I mean, let's hope so. But yes, we'll move on from there. And honk at this passenger train. That's Derek McKinnon. Davis and Kevin's cousin, I guess. Right, anyway, right. Under 2 miles to go until our destination. So, let's do braking things. Let's start to do braking things. Okay, so now slowing down seems to be happening a lot. Hey, market. Hey! Shaq has redeemed to make a cup of tea as well. Well, I'll tell you what. We are, how long into the stream? 1 hour 55. Tell you what, hopefully once this service is finished, that'll be a perfect time for a little break. So, I'll do that, and I'll make myself a fresh cup of tea as well. So, 1.4 miles away, we're slowing down rather nicely, so I think we can release the brakes for now. This wasn't the problem last time. We slowed down just fine from 70 miles an hour. It was the last bit when we were doing 15 miles an hour, and it's like, no, you still need to slow down a bit more, and the brakes were like, nah, that's all I've got. I'm clocking off shift. I'm done now. Oh, yeah, we've got a yellow, so we've got a yellow signal, and we've got 2590, 2550, all in very close, like a rally, there's like rally pace notes there. But, yeah, we're not on a passenger, so we are hauling a passenger train, but not like that, so we're not as strictly timed as we would be on a passenger service. So that's absolutely fine. We're just going to trundle into Haymarket. Hey, hey, it's crazy market. I don't know, I've never been to Haymarket. Well, I've been... Aha, there's Murrayfield. There's the field of Murrayness. Look at that. It's a spectacular stadium. I definitely want to go to a game there. I have a friend of mine who lives in Glasgow who's a big rugby fan, so that's one of the things we bond over. Rugby and IndyCar. And when I visited Glasgow a few years ago, she made a point of taking me to the Glasgow Museum of Transport as well, which was lovely. So, yeah, she's often going to Murrayfield for Scotland rugby games, so one of these times I will go. I'll just go in undercover. I'll just disguise my England shirt underneath my Scotland shirt. I'm like, I'm an honorary Scot for the day. Well, you're implying that you're not normally an honorary Scot? What are you instead? I'm no. I wouldn't be watching the match, I'd just be watching the trains. You imagine? Right, so yeah, now we're on to 20 miles an hour. We are just trundling in nice and slow. These are all the carriage works. I believe there is a TMD, or at least a carriage depot here at Haymarket. Well, you can see it all there. And there's the stadium in the background. Oh, I'm definitely going to have to run some more services on this route, just in general. Northern Irish. Just Irish. Anything but. Well, what are you then? Well, put it this way, I'm not English in any way. You sound pretty English to me. No. I'm the nationality of not English. It's like, oh, I've got a Welsh grandma or something. Oh, we're winding through the points here. So the next signal is yellow. We've got a red signal just after Haymarket Station. So even though we don't have to stop at Haymarket Station, we do have to stop there because of signals and stuff. So all the brakes are released. That's lovely. So, well, we're doing 15 miles an hour again. So this is where things came unstuck last time. Oh, whoa, there's a bit of lag there. It was struggling a bit with the epicness of Murrayfield and Haymarket TMD. Yeah, it is a full TMD. Okay, thanks, Nick. Oh, everything about this looks so pretty. It's just so pretty. I'm like your girl from Despicable Me. It's so pretty! It's not very fluffy, but it's so pretty! Oh, yes, that's definitely in the cab. Can you hear that? The whistling of the wind and everything. Oh, that is evocative. This is lovely. So we will have to stop in the station. Bumped it onto one throttle, but that's fine. Again, we're not as strictly against the clock as we would be on a passenger service. The crew aren't nagging me to do anything. Wherever the crew are, I'm the only person in this loco. I also wonder... Oh, there's a passenger train over in the other platform. That'll be platform 4 by the look of it. Right, so... all the brakes. Okay, so yeah, that was basically a signal check, so... I just release the brakes and do a bit of a rumble. Because now the signal in front of us has turned green. So, welcome to Haymarket. Hello, Market. Morning. Hey, Market. Oops, no. Oh, no. Automatic brake. Release, release, release. There we go. There we go. Oops. Yes, there we go. Right, so we just need to trundle through the tunnels and into Edinburgh Weatherly, platform 11A. It's probably the one we started off at in the last scenario. And we've got an ad break in progress, so that'll be... Hopefully, the ad break will have finished by the time we get out the other end of the tunnel into Edinburgh Weatherly. That'll be nicely timed. That'll sound good with adenoids. No, that's a completely separate Top Gear quote. Not everything can have a Top Gear quote attached to it. No, what am I talking about? Everything can have a Top Gear and or Hot Fuzz quote attached to it. That's my mantra for life, really. Or Doctor Who. Doctor Who, Top Gear, or Hot Fuzz. Alright, so we're now up to 27 miles an hour. Okay, we can back it down. It's actually quite a steep downhill into the station as well, so just pop a bit of direct brake on. Direct braille services. That's something else entirely. Clonk. Clonk. No, I have never driven a train and gone, ah. Oh, me and my best friend, me and my friend Lewis, we've got into a habit of playing. I'll need to stream it at some point, especially we are in an Olympics year this year. I'll find a reason to stream it. The London 2012 Olympic Games video game on Xbox 360. It's not the worst game ever, but it is bollocks enough. It's pretty bollocks when it wants to be, but entertainingly so. In a kind of endearing, we slapped this together for about £3.50 and Snickers bar kind of way. And one of the events, obviously, it's the shooting. It's the one with the pistol shooting at the targets where you go bang, bang, bang like that. And the amount of times we'll have, like, knocked the stick or something and I'll just shoot up in the air or miss the targets, whatever. And I'll just be like, oh, I just did, like, the point break. Just like, bah! Bang, bang, bang. I literally there have been times where I fired my gun up in the air and gone, ah. Alright, 20 miles an hour, and the speed limit actually is 20 for this section. So that's useful. Take the train to the Winchester and wait for this all to blow over. Slowly clonking through the points. Winding through. Oh, in fact, we're going across to the other side of the station by the look of it. Unless we then go all the way across again, but that wouldn't make much sense. Right, so that's a yellow signal, and then we've got a platform to stop in with the red signal beyond that, so... Either there's a snake in the cab, or that's some kind of air pressure release valve. I'm very much hoping it's the latter. So, another train departing. Snakes on a train. Oh, mine went to the same place. I am tired of these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking train. Right, anyway, right. This time, we're not going to cock up stopping at the red signal. We're just not going to do that. Right, we're doing 60 miles an hour. 16, I should say. Right. And we're going to... Right, and... Go. All the brakes on, all the brakes. Many brakes. Many brakes, come on. I'm not going to have a breakdown. Yes, there we go, okay. Head. Hey, I didn't cock it up. I didn't do that. Excellent, and we got a gold medal out of it. I'm haps about that. I am very haps about that. Hype haps. Also, Simon, darling, your timing is... Simon's timing. Simon timing. What time does the Simon say to arrive? Perfect timing, really. So there we go. Oh, I'm now up to level 42 as well. Anyway. Right. Return to free roam. Because what we're going to do... Olympic gold medal in doing train things. Right, so... That can... Guys, I'd like to just let you know that this isn't your train. Oh, look at all the snow on the front of our loco. That's great. Oh, that's so cool. And, well, the next train at this platform, the next passenger train's to Glasgow Queen Street at 10:17. You're going to be waiting here a while. The one lady staring at it like, yeah. What is this? Why is there a pink train in front of me? But it's not a why is it making that ying sound? Maybe she's like, oh, it's pink, or it's got to be that LGBT bollocks. That stupid wokeness. The wokey. And there's the specific coupler 66 to the unit. So we'll haul this in. Maybe this will be the 1017 to Glasgow Queen Street. You'll just detach here and like, right, I'm good to go now. Thanks. You just dragged me into the right place. So I've never actually had a proper explore of the platforms here, so what we're going to do, I know I said I'd do this, so I am going to stick to my word. Who moan about snowflakes are the snowflakes themselves. I know, right? I know, right? Meantime, these are the kind of snowflakes I much prefer. Pretty, very cold, but pretty. And so, yes, here we are. We're now in the winter season in Forza Horizon 4. And, well, there's Edinburgh Weatherly Station in all of its prettiness. In all of its fairy prettiness. And there's, yeah, there's a monument that all of you who have played Forza Horizon 4 have gone past at high speed before. It's funny, these people in no way is self-aware, I know, right? So, there we go. We're going to sit there for the moment, and I am going to take a short break, and I will encourage you to do the same. Have a little drink, have a stretch, have a hydrate. If Shaq was here, they'd be telling you to wash your asses. You know, probably do that as well. People like clean rectums. We like to be clean in general, specifically around the rectal area. By the way, I'm going to make myself a cup of tea, and I'll be back momentarily. If I'm not here when you get back, because therapy, have a lovely day, AJ. Oh, thank you, Simon. Hopefully you are, because we'll be back in 5. And we are back. And oh look, a train's appeared. In the time we've been away, a train has actually arrived into this platform. 385101, that is. So... Hang on, can we get aboard it? Well, we can board the train if we want to. Can we get on the... Can we drive it? Not from this end, by the looks of it. We can board it. Close the door. It's a bit nippy outside. That's all very realistic as well, by the way. All the beeps and beings. Might do that in a bit. No, actually, I'll pop to the loo when during that last break. Well, it's quite packed, but it is, you know, around 9 AM on a weekday morning. But for the meantime, we're going to pop back to the main menu because we have more freighty type things to do. Most importantly, along with the toilet break, I topped up my tea. And I feel like today's mug, very appropriate for the stream. Oh, yeah. There we go. Excuse me. Sorry about that. And, would anyone like some bickies? I've got myself some custard creams while I'm there, because why the hell not? Because tea and biscuits is just awfully civilized, you know. Right. So, from Bishopbriggs to Wembley. I have an idea. 6 sea cow wagons from Bishopbriggs to Edinburgh Wembley. How about we do that? Or do we need to... Oh, hang on. Oh, that's a point. Wait a minute. Let's go for the 1. Edinburgh Wembley to Bishopbriggs. Let's gold the other one of those, and then finish off by going back to Edinburgh Wembley with the sea cows that we clearly dropped off this morning. It's 5:25 now, as we return it. And it's -7 degrees, so if anything, it's even colder. So, yeah, wrap up warm. Get your thermals out. I've got my piping hot flask. Yep, it's dark again. It looks almost exactly like it did when we ran this route this morning. Well, except for the different loco this time. And there should be more AI traffic this time. There are more passenger trains around. So, this time, we won't be faffing around quite as long working out where the lights are and everything. And speaking of lights, well, they're already on, but... Night running. Yep, let's do that. So they're all set up. Systems check, automatic brake release. Direct brake release. Versa in. Versa forward. And, I think we can get cracking. Gromit. Let's go. Gromit. Gromit! Are you ready to haul an EMU to Bishopbriggs, lad? FAB version. You know me. And I love the original Thunderbirds. And or original Stingray. Any kind of Thunderbirds reference will pop me. So, FME Virgil, we're in Thunderbird 1, literally. Thunderbird ONE. We're not going anywhere, though, so hang on. Release the automatic brake. I thought I'd done that already. Here we go. This is very accurate to Thunderbirds, by the way, because everything moved around. All the aircraft moved very slowly on the ground. Which made them all feel more epic and, like, massive. So here we go. Hang on. We're gonna get this right. Virgil, we're not in a Class 57. No, actually, they did have a selection of Class 57s that were designated as Thunderbirds because they were designed to rescue failed Pendolinos for Virgin Trains back in the day. And I really want to find out which ones were named. We're speeding slightly. Class 57, the Hood. I think there was one named Hood, which was a bit confusing, given that Hood was the villain. The Hood was the villain on the show. I'm not sure you'd want that one. But yes, there was... I think there was the whole Tracy family. There was like Jeff Tracy and Scott... Let me see if I can remember. It's been a while. Jeff Tracy was the dad. Scott Tracy was Thunderbird 1. Virgil was Thunderbird 2, which was the coolest one. Everyone remembers him, because Thunderbird 2 was the coolest. Thunderbird 3 was Alan... Blonde lad. Looked about 12 years... Looked like he was supposed to be 12 years old. So Alan was Thunderbird 3, with the big record... with the big red rocket ship. It was like a spaceship. Thunderbird 4, I always thought got a raw deal, because he basically couldn't go anywhere without travelling in Thunderbird 2, in one of the pods. But Thunderbird 4 was the submarine, and that was Gordon Tracy. And Thunderbird 5, you speak of raw deals, to be fair, was... Oh, who was Thunderbird 5? Because I always felt sorry for him. Your man in Thunderbird 5. Because Thunderbird 5 was just the space station that orbited the Earth, monitoring for, like... monitoring for communications and stuff. And you just had... Yeah, just stranded out in space. Who did he annoy down on Earth? Here we go. Ah, John Tracy. There we go. There's our answer, because Nick has posted the entire fleet list of Class 57s that were assigned to LNE, not LNER, well, they're now LNER, but it would have been Virgin Trains at the time, and they would have been designated Thunderbirds because they had the jump cables to rescue Pendolinos. So 57301, Scott Tracy, that's Thunderbird 1. 302, Virgil Tracy, Thunderbird 2. 303, Alan Tracy. 304, Gordon Tracy. 305, John Tracy, who was your man who was stuck up on the space station, just on his own, presumably with an almighty amount of pornography up there, just stashed away. Like, what else are you supposed to do? Just living on your own on a space station all day. I think Alan went up to visit him sometimes. Or sometimes the other members of the crew would be like, I'm just going to pop up to Thunderbird 5 for a bit. Alright. Alright, son. Which one? Which son? I don't know. No, I think it was Scott, maybe. So yeah, they just go and hang up there. Is he a lorry driver? He may as well be. Just on his barry up there all day in a space station. You do something anyway. But yeah, he was like the guy that was like monitoring everything that was going on up there, and like if somebody sent up an SOS signal, they were like, "Please help! I'm in danger." He'd be like, "Tracy family, Tracy family, 10-4, copy. We've got an SOS." And then Jeff would be like, "FAB, launch Thunderbirds, etc." Who's the rest of the fleet? Right, Jeff Tracy. Yeah, that was the dad. 307, Lady Penelope, who I always imagined if it had been live action. Well, I mean, there was a live action Thunderbirds film, but you know, I don't know, we don't really talk about it. Aside from the cool theme song by Busted, which wasn't as cool as the original actual theme song, but you know, it was cool in its own right. But yeah, so you had Jeff, you had Lady Penelope, like I say, who had the amazing. She was basically like a sort of. She would have been played in live action by either by Judi Dench or not Julie Walters. Oh my god, her face is in my head. Incredibly well-spoken, famous female actress, British female, very posh. Was in The Persuaders or The Professionals, one of the kind of TV detective shows of the 1970s. Oh my god, her face is literally in my head. Oh, this is annoying, but the name will come to me. But yeah, Lady Penelope was like a sort of rich, like upper-class lady who was secretly also a secret agent as well, because why not? She was basically a female James Bond. And you have 57311, that's Parker. Joanna Lumley! Thank you! That's... Yes, there you go. Yeah, that's who I was thinking of. Yeah, she absolutely would have been... If we're talking the version from the original cartoon, if that had been live action, she would have been played by Joanna Lumley. Absolutely. And yeah, she had her manservant Parker, who was always suggested to be a former, like, Cockney gangster, but now he's, like, reformed. Or maybe he was just like staying undercover, like to try and avoid blowing his cover and getting arrested. He was like, I'll just take a job working as a manservant for this rich secret agent lady. And she'd be like, Parker, roll out the Rolls Royce. There's a massive pink Rolls Royce with like James Bond gadgets in it, like a machine gun behind the radiator grill. She'd be like, take me out for a drive, Parker. Yes, milady. That was his thing. Everything was milady. Would you like a cup of tea, milady? But yeah, so Penelope was 307, 308 was Tintin, 309 was Brains, who was one of my favourite characters. He was the brains of the operation, and he always talked kind of like this. I appear to have developed a really good impersonation of him down the years. I'm not quite sure where that came from, but here we are. So yeah, that was Brains. 310 was Kirano, who I believe was... I think him and Tintin and Kirano and Tintin were related, if I remember rightly, and I believe they were like assistants or manservants to Jeff... I said Jeff Parker. Jeff Tracy. 301's Parker. 312 the Hood. There you go. He was the main villain. And he just... All I remember is he was very bold and he had glowing yellow eyes. And for some reason he hated the Thunderbirds, who were like, how dare they go out and rescue people and be good? How dare they? I will expose them forever. And he'd be like, pew, and his eyes would glow. 313 Tracy Island. There you go, that was their home base. 314 Firefly, that's cool. So that was one of the vehicles that would go in Thunderbird 2. Because Thunderbird 2 was this massive green thing. And it had like a center pod that it could drop stuff in. And within that pod, it could have different vehicles. So Thunderbird 4 was one of the vehicles in there. And some of the others were, well, Firefly was one. I'm trying to remember what it was. I know the Mole, which is 315 there, is listed. The Mole was this big kind of drilling machine thing. So it sort of go and just drilling into the earth for rescuing people underground and stuff. And then 316 Fab 1. So FAB was like their sort of 10-4 or confirmed or, yeah, got it. Got it. They just wanted... And apparently I think Jerry Anderson admitted he literally made that just because it sounded cool. He's like, what does FAB stand for? No, it just sounds cool. Rather than like, yep, got it, or confirmed, or something like that, they would be like, FAB. So yeah, FAB1, I believe, was the name of Lady Penelope's pink Rolls Royce, if I remember rightly. And yeah, that's a special interest you've just reawakened out of nowhere. Woohoo! I love me some Thunderbirds. Love Thunderbirds. I always thought it was short for fabulous. Yeah, well, there is that as well. But as it was always said, it's an acronym. People were like, well, what does the acronym actually stand for? And Jerry Anderson was like, well, you must know. You made it up. Yeah, exactly. I made it up. It just sounded cool. I had a supervisor who looked almost exactly like the Hood. Even had him as his WhatsApp photo. Well, me and my dad had a running joke that now former England rugby coach, and I think he's now returned to being the Japan rugby coach, having been with them before, and he was coaching them when they pulled off one of the biggest upsets in rugby history, which was them beating South Africa in the 2015 World Cup. But if you look up Eddie Jones, you'll see why my dad and I nicknamed him the Hood. He's definitely got that look about him. He's kind of the small, kind of bold, menacing, evil man. A menacing looking man. You could totally imagine his eyes starting to glow yellow and you're like, oh my god, oh no, what's he doing now? Ironic, in the 2000s reboot, her car was a 6-wheel Ford Thunderbird. Yeah, it was that weird kind of concept Thunderbird, wasn't it? Which kind of looked goofy but also cool. But also goofy, but also cool. My source is I made it the f*** up. Yep, literally. And with that, I'm gonna have a bicky. Like a bicky. This station like a biscuit. I got screamed. So, alright. While I'm honking. We're now in the evening peak time. That's not a concept. You could buy those Thunderbirds from like 2000. What, the actual 6-wheel Thunderbirds? They would. Chokes on tea. Oh, no. I was gonna say. This was news to me. No, I knew there was a road going like the normal Thunderbird, quote unquote. You made him choke on a biscuit. Mm. Mm. I'm waiting until I finish this biscuit. I've got an excellent punchline for that. But I'm waiting to finish the biscuit and for this ad break to finish first. Right. Well, thanks, Nick, for teeing me up. Now we'll finish the ad break. Now I can say my punchline. What an incredibly British way to go out, though, choking on a biscuit. Yes, that really would have taken the biscuit. Well, hey, tish. Yeah, anyway. It was probably funnier in my head. This is what I tell myself most of the time. Spilled some tea. There wasn't much. Alright, let's crack on, shall we? Let's do zoomies. Rumbly zoomies. The yings are activating. I love the way it's like but to Mrs. Symbol and drum set falls. That reminds me of a joke I had with my mate at school. We were like 13, 14. I remember it was the variant of the badum tish when a joke is so terrible. I remember doing the I'll drop the drumstick. I'll drop the drumstick. That's when a joke is especially crap. Or sometimes you just have the drummer will just walk out and just go on strike. Just like, no, I'm not even doing the badum tish for you. I'm not. That doesn't even deserve a badum tish. Alright, anyway, 72, 73, 74, and 75. And we'll throttle it back to 1. There we go. Because apparently going at 78 miles an hour was just too cursed. Also, Nay has apparently just alt-tabbed out of the stream chat and is now playing Mini Metro, according to Steam. Which is an excellent choice. Mini Metro is a fantastic game. I'd love to find an excuse to stream that as well. It's a funky little game, though. That's what happens if Dankpods buys a drum kit from Cashies. Right, so we're just trundling along at 75 miles an hour, which is just fine by me. That little yard at the side there, or just some kind of industry? Any messages from people? No, we're good. No, it would be badum throw symbol against the wall. Badum. There's an amazing old reggae song where it generally sounds like, because of the lo-fi nature of the recording and that, and the way the drum roll sounds at the start, it's like, but it genuinely sounds like, my dad has always joked that it just sounds like someone fell into the drum kit. It's like, it's like somebody recorded that and they were like, well, the mic's on. For crying out loud, Dave, what have you done? You just stacked it into the drum kit. Wait, we were recording that? It actually sounds quite good. Can we make the actual underground lines as accurate as possible in Mini Metro? I believe so. Because, sorry, I went all nasal there because I had an itchy nose. It's completely thrown me off. Not that that's hard to do. Yes, right, as accurate as possible in Mini Metro. Yes. Sorry, I was checking on the second goal of the Warsaw level in Mini Metro. You were playing Mini Metro, were you? I didn't know this. Well, Steam... well, you know, Steam kind of gave the game away. Literally gave the game away. Have I showed you the clip of the guy falling out his chair in time to coming in the air tonight? I have seen that. I don't know if it was you that showed me that, but I have seen that clip. That is tremendous. How much BR Channel at what this? I apologise for the delay. Which always just reminds me of that Bill Bailey skit. Excuse me. Currently double screening train games. AJ on the left with TS4 and GF on the right with Mini Metro. It's a good time. It's a good time. Yes, it is. It just took me a moment to remember that. Would GF Adge on the left and Goof on the right, would Goof stand for what I think it does? No, it doesn't stand for granular flange. Oh, alright. Granular flange. Doobie-doo. Anyway, we're just sitting at a comfortable 70, and all the lights are green, so all the signals are green, so things are good. It's pretty commonly accepted shortening. Yeah, no, I know. Gluten-free. And I'm watching a gluten-free stream on the right with Mini Metro. There was something I was going to answer in the chat. Nick said something in the chat, and I was going to reply to it, but it's gone now. It was something about Badum Tish or drum rolls or something. Or oh, it might have been. Oh, yeah, it was about replicating the London Underground map in Mini Metro. Last time I checked, they have added is it called artistic mode? Which is where there's no, like, objectives or challenge, because normally the game is, like, random little stations pop up around the place and you have to draw them, excuse me, the railways to connect them. And that's where the challenge of the game. There was an endless mode where there was no, like, fail condition, so you just reach a point where the map would just naturally just exist and it would just go about its business forever. But I believe they had an artistic mode where you could just select where the stations go and stuff like that. So you could probably someone did. It was probably the first thing somebody did was design the London Underground map in Mini Metro. Because what else would you do otherwise? That's the whole point of the game. I believe Nerdcube very famously, if I remember rightly, referred to it as, was it not? No, not Jeff Beck. Harry Beck. That was it. He referred to it as a Harry Beck them up, because basically the whole aesthetic of the game is based on the original style of the London Underground tube map designed by Harry Beck in 1929 or 31. One of those two. If a game exists where people can create things, it will happen, yes. Bump the throttle up a little bit. We're below nice miles an hour. Listen, I know we're not going quite as fast as we did first time around, but come on. If you build it, he will come. Finale. Field of Dreams, isn't it? What's that like? The UK remix? The UK, what's the word? Remake. The UK remake of Field of Dreams. Build it and they'll come. Build it and they'll show up, innit? Reminds me of a Bartians game, or a game on Bartians once, where it was one of Cousin Dan's games, aka Ryan. Don't ask why it was called Cousin Dan. It was one of his games where he basically, you had to guess what the film quote was, but he would say it as if it was a quote from The Only Way is Essex. So he'd say it in chav. Right, so it's like, for example, one of them was, I think, it was something along the lines of, basically, I couldn't give a shit, which was supposed to be, frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn, from Casablanca. Build it and they'll show up 45 minutes late. B be like, what's BE? Build ergonomic, oh, BR. Build rail. Build railways. Well, nowadays, technically, it's Network Rail. Or it was supposed to be Great British Rail, but that just quietly went away one day. I was like, good. It wasn't great. It was actually UBR on Great British Railway. Not so great, is it now, British Railways? Gunge Bath Railways. Gunge Bath reactions is what most of us felt when that was first announced. It's funny, I expected a bit more traffic. Gammon bollocks railways. Yeah, I was expecting a bit more traffic on this run, given it's in the evening peak. Obviously, the first run was like first thing in the morning. But it is, 6:15, so I was expecting a bit more rush hour time, but we seem to be running, I've not seen a single yellow signal, even in the distance. So, we are motoring along. Gutless, bothersome railways. Which is nice, because it means I get to sip my tea. Possibly made a good tea there. So yeah, hopefully the plan will be... Yep, still cold. Yep, can confirm, still cold. The plan will be to run this up to Bishopbriggs, and hopefully this time finish, like actually stop in the right place. Something we totally did earlier. Yeah, remember, pew, pew, delete the memories. Yeah, I stopped there. This is fine. Did not trundle through a red signal at 15 miles an hour because my train just forgot to stop braking. Forgot it still had to keep braking a bit more. Oh, hello. Yeah. Yeah. What I give for a 47 pack for this game? Well, there is... well, there's the 47 that came with the Northern Transpennine route. Oh, this route, yeah. Oh. Oh, yeah, yeah. It's nice to see them expand. Oh, there are new 47s for the Blackpool Branches route. So that'd be nice to add a bit more on. Add a moron into the mix. Rishi Sunak, how you doing? What are you doing in here? Sod off. Yeah, no, that would be very cool. 8:30 PM, weekdays and Sundays. The Downhurst special leaves Euston for Glasgow, Edinburgh, and Aberdeen. So it's public service. Well, you heard it at the top of the stream. If you guys were here at the top of the stream, you'd have heard that in the intro music. Nobody else will, because Twitch doesn't like that. It's like copyright music, good. Silence forever. The postal special is a fast express, but it carries no passengers. This JBS's biannual, actually much more than biannual, reciting of the entire Night Mail film from 1936, which also constitute the lyrics to Night Mail by Public Service Broadcasting. Well, no messages from the crew being like, "You're going too fast." Why? Well, what's wrong with that? Well, there's no power. Where? In my brain. Oh, okay. You're going too fast for me to power, the pube shavers. I've got one of those Manscaped packs that all of them, the most macho YouTubers were advertising a while back. I mean, hot take. What, pube grooming? Is that really a thing? Do people, I don't know, just do what you want. Kind of clean. That's most importantly. Most importantly, I'm clean. My arse is regularly washed, so that will please Shaq. And, yeah, I'm good. So, I don't know. I don't feel the need to have a mini barbershop for my pubes. So, that's my hot take on being advertised at by Manscaped, apparently. Meantime, there is Cabloids. Well, it is getting... Okay, so it's not snowing, but it is getting a bit... Well, it is definitely misty. Look at that. I put my headphones on at a strange time. Whoops. This keeps happening. It's like one of my all-time favourite moments on pube chat. Yeah, I was just saying about I don't understand the whole thing for like Manscaped and like male grooming and stuff like that. I'm like, well, listen. You know what will make for an incredible rail tour? An overnight steamed... Oh my good God. Oh my God. I've just inverted myself with how much that fills me with pleasure. How much joy that has just sparked. But, yeah, I was going to say, put my headphones on at a strange time. Yeah, that's just reminded me of one of my all-time favourite stream moments, which is when we were playing GTA Vice City. I have an announcement for a stream series, another Let's Play series this year relating to that, so I might well disclose it to you at the end of the stream, hint, hint. If I remember to. It's like, oh, I might do or I might not. Oh, you tease. No, I might just forget. Much as I hate Turfy McSurferson, I'd love a Hogwarts Express for this. That would be quite cool. Meantime. People just doing like arranged conga line down the platform there. Well, it helps after a long day at work. But yeah, one of my favourite ever stream moments was when we were playing Vice City. And it was the part where we were doing the missions for the adult film studio, shall we say. And there was a part where Tommy said he was like, they were actually filming a pornography scene in the cutscene introducing the mission, and they were like, Tommy Vassetti goes to, what was her name? Candy Sucks, I think was the main porn star character in that game. And she's midway through, you know, doing a thing on set. And Tommy just leans over, he's like, Oi, Candy, have you and Alex Schreiber, I think is a local politician, they're basically trying to frame a local politician for being dodgy and being a creep, so being a massive Tory then. And he goes, hey, Candy, do you and Alex get up to anything kinky? And it's just as she starts to come to pleasure, has a crisis. So she just starts going, oh, yes! Screaming. I was like, whoa, okay. And then literally as soon as the cutscene ended, like 2 people in chat were like, bloody hell, I turned my speakers on the wrong time. And then that led into a whole thing about, like, someone else returned into chat and went, well, I arrived back at the wrong time. And then Nay just ran out of nowhere went, okay, it's just, I should... Aurora Borealis! We suddenly just deployed steamed hams as a distraction. Oh no. Anyway, I think that came up as well. Oh no, anyway. Yeah, oh, that was amazing. Accidentally trolling everyone in chat. Like, screaming pornography noises. Screaming porn noises. Also, wow, we really cannot see a thing out here. Blimey. Whoa! Wow. This is foggy. It's a bit foggy out here. Lucky we're on rails, yeah. They're running. Oh my god, no! No! Turn the lights back on! That train coming the other way was like, what on earth is that guy doing? Cycling through his headlights at nearly 70 miles an hour. Right, we're at 67 miles an hour. Like I say, if we're under... I think we can at least do nice miles an hour. We've got another station to trundle through here. Trundle through at some speed, it should be said. But I think there is. Oh, bloody hell. You cannot... Oh, there it is. It's in the gloom somewhere. Blimey, this is some Stranger Things Exorcist level mist out here. This is... atmosphere. Hashtag atmosphere. It does also mean I can't see a thing. Hang on. Night running, yard work. Not much better, if any. Day running's even worse. And then, oh my god, that's... How can I somehow see more with the headlights off? Night running, we'll stick to that. That's not fog, that's just a normal summer's day in Wales. Hello, Dan Bartlett. Not enough rain for it. Isn't that fair? You need more Dirt Rally 1 vibes for that. Welcome in, Dan. How you doing, bud? How you doing, mate? It's a collapsed sun. It really is. We are making our way through the mist and the gloom in our Class 66, which is in one pink and white stripy livery, which looks very pretty. You can't really see it at the moment. And we're actually dragging along a Class 385 multiple unit, which is, you know, broken down or something, or just needs to be moved, and they can't be bothered to drive itself, so... That's why it's probably... Oh, by the way, worth pointing out, we are currently doing nice miles an hour. Just thought that needed mentioning. And yeah, I'm really quite baffled. I mean, it's no bad thing, don't get me wrong. There's the back of our train, there it is. Look at that in the gloom. Oh, meow. Meantime, we're just like, we can actually see more if we just float. See more! See more! Oh, I was just doing some calf stretches, isometric exercise. Oh, now I'm just realising I can't quote steamed hams verbatim, which means it's been too long since I've seen it. See more! Oh, Superintendent, I was just stretching my calves on the windowsill. Isometric exercise. Care to join me? Why is there smoke coming out of your oven, Seymour? Oh, no, that's not smoke. It's steam. Steam from the steamed clams we're having. Mmm, steamed clams. Whew. Looks over the window. and then says something about running over to Krusty Burger. I'm also remembering steamed hams through all the medium of all the various versions it's been, like including steamed hams, but it's Feel Good Inc. by Gorillaz. Steamed hams, but it's Basket Case by Green Day. Steamed hams, but it's All Star by Smash Mouth. Steamed hams, but it's Metal Gear Solid 1 is one of my favorites. Steamed hams, but it's GTA San Andreas. Steamed hams, but it's Half-Life, or steamed. No, not Portal. It's steamed hams, but it's Half-Life. So it's all done in what's the Half-Life game engine? Not steamed hams, but it's LA Noire. They're all fantastic. They're all good. Oh, there was also one of my favorites was steamed hams, but it's on bath salts. But everyone's on bath salts. So it was all like, where is there smoke coming in? You haven't seen, like all this wibbly wobbly. It was all wibbly wobbly, timey wimey. Steamed hams, but it's Doctor Who. Has anyone made that? Why is there smoke coming out of your TARDIS, Seymour? Why is there smoke coming out of your TARDIS, Doctor? Oh, that's not smoke. The outside world. The outside world at this time of day, at this time of year, at this time of day, localized entirely outside of the train. Yes. May I see it? No. Seymour, the house is on fire! No, Mother, it's just the Northern Lights. Well, Seymour, I must say, you're an odd fellow, but I must say, you steam a good ham. Now, we've still got 13 miles to Bishop Briggs, which is somewhere out there. The truth and Bishop Briggs Station is out there. Oh, genuinely kicking back here. Just relaxing. Chilling out, relaxing, maybe. Are clouds in the distance or a mountainside? A hillside? It's like beyond those trees. Yeah, do you see beyond the tree? No, I tell you what that is. That's actual marks. That's actual, like, grime on the window itself. Yeah, there you go. Yep, still chuntering along rather nicely. Chuntering is a technical term, by the way. And I don't think we've even seen a single yellow signal the whole time. How? Oh, well, there we go. Right on time. We've just seen one. There's 3 signals on the little HUD thing, and it's the furthest away, and it's gone to green, so still miles away. Oh, stretch my legs out a bit. Genuinely. This freight driving thing is easy, says the guy that managed to fail to stop at Bishop Briggs earlier. It is Bishop Briggs, it's not Bishop's Briggs. Ooh, the Bishop, we can see your Briggs. You don't want to see the Bishop's Briggs. Again, the furthest away was yellow, now green. There we go. So that's nice and simple. And believe it or not, the visibility is actually starting to get slightly better. It is. Okay, day running. Night running. There we go. It's actually getting a bit better. Weather is dynamicing because we've been through a heavy patch of fog and now we're out the other side of it. Oh, we can actually see where we're going again. Well, sort of. Somewhere in the gloom. And we've got 10 miles to Bishop Briggs. There's still plenty of time for a blizzard to swoop in out of nowhere. I can see clearly now. The fog has gone. The John Carpenter 1980s sci-fi movie, The Fog Has Gone. That was a John Carpenter film, wasn't it? The Fog? Remember rightly? The one I've seen. My favourites of his are Escape from New York, Assault on Precinct 13, and The Thing. Just amazingly good. Amazingly good. They're all really good. We just don't talk about Escape from LA. Don't do that. Or the remake of Assault on Precinct 13. We don't talk about that either. That's firmly in the category of... Oh, there's a... Alright, do you wait a while to put your main beams on there, mate? But yeah, that's firmly... Escape from LA especially is firmly in the category of, like... You know, the kind of thing where it's like... Was that a film that was made? Really? You sure? I've never heard of it. Are you sure it's a thing that exists in this reality? Yeah, no, I'm definitely certain... No, are you sure that it really exists? Oh, no, it does. Sorry, I was mistaken. Sorry, I was very much mistaken there. Some polite honking for the passengers on this platform. It's now 6:05 in game time. Like I say, I'm almost surprised that we've had an easier run. The easiest run of the lot has come at 6 o'clock in the evening, and I mean, maybe it's a Sunday evening, perhaps. Could be a Sunday. It might be a Sunday evening. No, what I'm talking about, if it was a Sunday, this track would be closed altogether. I'll tell you what we might do, actually. The return run with the sea cows, with the herd of sea cows, I might do in the daytime, just imagining we've stayed over at Bishopbriggs overnight. Because I wanted... Obviously, we did that run earlier in the night, in the daytime. No, in the night, because it was at 5 in the morning, whenever it was. So I'll give you a chance to actually see the DRS 66 and the sea cows in the daylight. Do it in the daytime so we can see cow... Oh. Somebody made that joke earlier. I think it was Super Mike. That's what I think. That's what I thought of that. It's made me yawn. Oh. Do you know what, actually? What time have we got on the stream? 2 hours 58. We're coming up on 3 hours for the stream. I want to give myself 4 hours. Would you guys mind if I finished up after this route? It's not got long to go. We've got 6 and a bit miles to go until Bishopbriggs. But, oh boy. We had the main storm blew through here on Sunday night. And, I was talking to a friend of the show, Charles the Weave, about this. She had an awful night's sleep because of the noise from the wind and everything. I just was really overstimulated with how noisy it is, because like the walls of my room is on the end of our set of houses or flats. And when the wind blows up, it's right against it, right against the outside wall. Oh, thank you. Very good. Oh, there we go. I wouldn't mind oh so terribly. Since I know it sometimes isn't clear, this is me being sarcastic. I appreciate the sarcasm note there. I'm going to head out to do a bit of shopping after anyway. Ooh, interesting shopping or just boring everyday shopping? But yeah, Sunday night, because it was making like the wind was making like creaking noises and the tiles were rattling outside on the roof, and the fence blew over in the garden, and I was worried about that. And our fridge my fridge has died recently as well, so I was worried about that. I didn't get to sleep till like 2 in the morning. I was completely wiped out yesterday, and I slept only a bit better last night, so I'm still running short on sleep, and I'm starting to feel that it's right around this time. It's right around like 4 or 5 o'clock. 4 to 6 o'clock each day. If I'm feeling sleepy, that's when a wave of tiredness hits, you know? So I get a bit sleepy around this time of day at the best of times, let alone after I've had some really bad like days of not enough sleep and overstimulated things like that. Like Charles taking this entire week off of streams because of wanting to rest up from you know, not being burned out and stuff like that, so that's fine. So yeah, I think I'll do that. We've had 3 runs today. Like I say, 3 hours is my kind of minimum. That was my ideal. 4 hours is about perfect to fit everything in. And then I don't like going over 4 hours anyway, because that really does just knacker me out long term. Like, that wipes me out for days after if I do that. So, we've got an ad break. We've got one more ad break to fit in. And we've just ticked past 3 hours for the stream now. We've got 3.5 miles to go until Bishop Briggs. And this time, I actually have other streams planned this week, so best not to burn yourself out. Yes, this is my first week of streaming back into the new year. This is my first stream of 2024. And I've got a full week of streams planned for you. 2 pretty intensive hot race car night streams coming up as well. And while we're here... Hello! There we go. That's Tram's also welcoming you guys back from the ad break as well. So, what we're going to do now, throttles on O, on 0. We're going to apply some direct brake services. Some direct braking services. Release. Yeah, we're just slowing down a bit. We'll slow down in increments. Like I say, take it nice and cautious. We're not strictly on the clock as we would be for a passenger run, so that's okay. But yeah, I just really started to feel, if I yawn on stream, I'm like, ooh, okay, that's, I'm doing a sleepy. Boring everyday shopping for some alcohol, a pizza, and a croissant/salami. Good selection. Do whatever you have to. Coming to terms with this myself, but there's no rules to streaming. You can vibe and do your thing. Wisdom from Shaq as always. Thank you. Thank you, bestie. Thank you, bud. What are you doing while you're feeling... Good to change up what you're doing when you're feeling sleepy, otherwise it kind of gets long. Plus, you have other streams planned this week, so best not to burn yourself out. Yes, yeah, like I say, we've got... I'm excited about stuff that's planned for this year. Mainly on Twitch. A lot of it's going to be on Twitch, but on the YouTube side as well. It's exciting in a way of it feels achievable, which it's not been for a long time. Like, you'll have noticed by the fact that I've not uploaded a video on the main AJ Omega channel for over 18 months at this point, getting on for nearly 2 years, which is just insane to me. But yeah, the pits of autistic burnout. For a long time, I felt like I was just kind of coasting along, trying to survive. I've just noticed the next signal is a yellow, so I'm going to slow down a bit more. Counter-argument. Terms of service are rude rules for streaming. Wait, the terms of service say you're not allowed to end a stream early for resting. To rest and self-care. That's a bit bollocks. Serious, that's just being rude. That's just being ableist, quite frankly. But yeah, like, for the first time, I'm actually feeling very intentional, like I'm actually in control and planning to do things that get me excited, and I actually have the energy and spoons and stuff to make them happen, rather than just kind of coast along. Like, I was just describing this to my friend the other day. This is a bit of real talk from your favourite autistic friend with no filter whatsoever. I was talking to my friend the other day. It was like, I feel like for most of the last couple of years, like 2023 barely feels like it happened. I keep forgetting stuff. I'm like, what happened last year? Did anything happen? I was mostly just a big pile of autistic burnout for most of it. And like I say, it feels like I've been kind of swimming along. Well, not swimming. Wait, that was last year? Right? Or generally, the amount of things I'm like, oh, that happened a little while ago. Wait, no, that was 2022. That's now 2 years ago now. Was there? Was there an entire year between that and that happening? Really? In my head, 2020 was still like the other day. So that was wild. So yeah, coming to terms, that was weird. And as I explained to my friend, it's kind of felt like I've been kind of floating out in the water, out in the middle of the sea, but kind of just paddling to keep my head above water and not really being able to focus on swimming to shore or making any plans to do anything otherwise, you know, finding a ship or something. So it's so wild that 2020 was 4 years ago. Roxbank, I know, right? I know. Plus, it doesn't help that when, like, right at the end of 2019 was one of the happiest overall I'd felt in my entire life. So I suppose since then I've been kind of waiting to be like, okay, we'll get back to that at some point. No, we're not going to, are we? Or if we are, it's gonna have to be a different way, longer way round this time. But We're under a mile away from Bishopbriggs now, and we are... Well, there's no snow to contend. There's snow ice to contend with. There's no chance that we'll miss the red signal this time. If I cock it up now, can you imagine? Mid-2020s, beginning of 2021 was the happiest I've been in a long time. I'm now trying to get back to that, but it looks like it's gone. Yeah, it's so tough, isn't it? Because it's like, I remember there was a horrible moment somewhere in the middle of the pandemic in 2020 where I was like, we're all just waiting for this to pass and then we can go back to normal again, but it ain't gonna be the same whatever happens, is it? Normal's not gonna be the same as what it was before. It's gonna be different in some way. Like, do you know what I mean? That was one that really, it kind of, I was like mourning the whole period that I'd lost there, as I think all of us were, and how everything that kind of built up to where I was right at the end of 2019 kind of all fell apart. It's like it slipped away like sand through my fingers, you know? Not to be over melodramatic or anything. But, yeah, 2024 felt like the first time where I'm like, okay, I'm no longer just trying to keep my head above water. I'm now in control of where I'm going next. I can see land over there. I'm going to go there. And I'm going to make things happen from there. You know what I mean? It's a bit of a clumsy metaphor, but let's focus here. Right, so here we go. Okay. Apply the direct brake. Apply automatic brake as well. I think automatic brake is the one that brakes more strongly by the looks of it. So I'm just going to trundle in nice and slow. Hello everyone at Bishopbriggs Station. Once again, I would like to inform you this is not your passenger train. Right, apply the direct brake. Come on. Oh, I'm going to stop slightly short of the marker, if anything. Hey, there we go. No missing the red signal this time. And we get another gold medal. Hey, so that's both of the 166 services gold medaled, which is rather lovely. So, I think that'll do it for a successful day trundling up and down between Edinburgh and Glasgow on a very brisk January day, morning, afternoon, evening. The Michael Phelps of train driving. What, trundling or swimming? So there is our loco, 66587, there it is. It's excellent pink and white livery. And it's also named as one we can. We can, what? I suppose leave that up to your own interpretation. Ocean Network Express, very cool livery on it. I like this. That shade of pink is right up my street. I love that. I like any combination of pink and blue. Most of the colours of everything I've done in recent years in terms of design. As one small can. Oh, I see. Translation from Scottish. Oh, I see. Oh, first time chatter from Ryan TSW. Automatic brake is brakes on the whole train. Direct brake is locomotive brakes only. Ah! Well, that probably explains why we weren't stopping anywhere near fast enough earlier when I was just on the direct brake. Anyway, off our train goes. See you later. Wave. See you later. Bye. Right. Well, I suppose I better get back to Edinburgh then. Because I finished my shift for the day. ... Who's driving the train? Someone. Someone. Excuse me. Do you mind? Bloody hell, how annoying is it when all the commuters... They're like, oh, that's where the door will open, this exact spot, so I've all got a crowd round it. How blooming annoying. Right. Glasgow Queen Street, 1827. That's a tutorial, I think. Did you be also welcoming Ryan TSW? How you doing? Well, this is very dark up here. It's very gloomy. Right, so when's the next train back to Edinburgh going this way? My professor for this semester, why he never showed up yesterday. I was just about to say. Right, 1824 to Alloa. Okay, well. Oh, I've discovered some bagpipes. Because it's a Scottish route, so obviously one of the collectibles has to be bagpipes. I think one of the other ones is haggis. Because obviously, in fact, is this it? Haggis! we found. It's a toy haggis. Look at that. Good, thanks. And you? I'm pretty good. I'm actually wrapping up the stream shortly. A little bit earlier than expected. That's because I've had some rough night's sleep the last few days, so it's catching up to me a bit. So I'm going to try and rest up and recover a bit. But we have been... Hang on. Ah, there we go. Finally, we know what the stations are on this route. So, Edinburgh Overley, Haymarket, Edinburgh Park, Linlithgow, Polmont, Falkirk High, Croy, Lenzie, Bishopbriggs, which is where we've been stopping, and then just beyond that, Glasgow Queen Street. So just in that direction up there, Glasgow Queen Street. So that has been our runs today on Edinburgh to Glasgow on part of the Engineering Express pack. And it's been a fun time. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, because I very much have. It's been a fun time. This has been our first stream back in the new year. First stream for 2024. Ah, thank you, Nay. I appreciate that. Thank you to the new folks that have arrived today. Ryan, I know you've arrived. Hopefully you've still got to see a decent amount of the stream here and have fun hanging out or enjoy your stay here. Hey, we got the follow. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. So we'll be back with more tea and trains probably this time next week. And in the meantime, Thursday and Friday is all about, well, less train zoomies, more car zoomies. Because this weekend, IRL is kind of the first big weekend of the motorsport calendar. After the off-season and everything, are we raiding? I'm going to get to that. I need to check who's actually live at the moment. Excuse me. So, yeah, we've been derailed. Not literally. I was just in the game. Sorry. That's all right. It's all right. Yeah, this weekend IRL is one of the biggest weekends. Well, it's the first big weekend of the motorsport calendar, and two of my favourite events are happening this weekend. The World Rally Championship first round, the Monte Carlo Rally, one of the most legendary motorsport events in the world, in the ice and snowy mountains of Monte Carlo and France and the Principality and all that. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And on Saturday and Sunday, the Rolex 24 Hours of Daytona, the first round of the IMSA Sports Car Championship. One of my favourite endurance races of the year as well. It's all happening this weekend. Plus, I'm also going to a model railway exhibition on Saturday, so that's fun. But in terms of stuff for the stream, well, we covered the train stuff today, I suppose. But what we're going to do, a Hot Race Car Night's kind of special doubleheader. You know me, I like to often do, if not accurate versions of, offline versions of real-life racing events in video games. I mean, in the chat right now, one of the swords of moderation is Nay, who was once my co-driver for, well, we did a joint Le Mans 24 Hours offline on Project Cars 2. And we would have finished it as well if it wasn't for that meddling pit bug. But anyway, no need to relive that trauma now. But we still had a lot of fun regardless, until the game shat the bed. But yeah, I like doing that. I'm a big fan of doing that. So it just so happens that we have two games out right now, two of my favourite sim racing games around at the moment, where you can run recreations of both of those races. So on Thursday afternoon, 2 p.m. UK time, we'll be running as close to as full length or a decent length recreation of the Monte Carlo Rally in EA Sports WRC, which will be awesome. Great fun. And then on Friday at 6 p.m, so it's going to be in the evening, Friday evening stream, we're going to be running the Rolex 2.4 hours, a bit smaller, bit of a condensed version, but hopefully still somewhere near as representative of the excitement and action of the real race. We're going to be running a Rolex 2.4 hours in Automobilista 2, which after the AI improvements and tyre physics improvements and that, and now it has the full IMSA GTP hypercar grid in there as well. Well, not quite, it's not got the Acura yet, but it's got the Porsche, Cadillac, and BMW. And the fine folks on Race Department have been putting together an excellent car set for the current IMSA liveries and teams and stuff. I've actually run a 2.4 hours, rather than 24 hours, a 2.4 hours version of the race offline. I've run it to kind of test it. It was bloody good fun. I've had some of the most fun I've had in sim racing in such a long time. Has come in Automobilista 2 and EA Sports WRC. And we're going to be playing both of them this week on stream. What? How is that for two slices of fried gold right there? How about that? Oh, I'm excited. But for now, rest. Rest is important. We're going to do that. Oh yeah, I did mention that I would say something about a Let's Play series that I wanted to do this year. Having mentioned GTA Vice City earlier, a couple of years ago, in fact, it was the 2021, so it was the 20th anniversary of the release of this game. We did 100% Let's Play of GTA 3. 2022, 20th anniversary of this game releasing. We did 100% Let's Play of GTA Vice City. It's now 2024, which will be the 20th anniversary of the next GTA game that was released after Vice City. It's one of the greatest games of all time. It's one of my favorite games of all time. Who fancies going to San Andreas? Because we're going to do it. Some point this year. It'll probably be more in the spring. But just to let you know, we're doing it. We're going back to San Andreas for a 20th anniversary 100% run through of one of the greatest games of all time. And just saying that out loud, look at how happy I am. How excited I am for that. Oh, it's going to be great. You know what I was saying? I was feeling optimistic and excited about some of the plans I've got for 2024. There's a little hint. There's a lot going on. There's a big sort of washing machine going on. Big tumble dryer. Big clothes dryer going on up there. But, yeah, a lot of cool stuff to come. As well as more Train Sim World stuff. Hopefully some Derail Valley. Maybe some Diesel Railcar Simulator as well. But yeah, all very exciting. And then there's the small matter of another station another mile on YouTube. Should probably bring that back at some point at last, shouldn't I? But all of that is for another day. For now, I promised myself that I would rest, and I will do that. And what we'll do to end the stream today is pop over and send some love to a friendo who is also streaming. And who have we got? Ooh, okay, we've got a few here. I think we're going to go and raid friend of the show, legendary racing person, all-round certified cool dude, Bacho Grande. Bacho Grande. There we go. We've done that. There we go. Right. So, we're going to pop over and have and go and check out the excellent Bacho Grande. And his pronouns are he, him. And he manages to play sim racing games while having I believe he's partially sighted. So, all round super chill dude, super cool guy, lovely dude, deserves all your love. So, we're going to pop over there and hang out, and then I'm going to go and hibernate for the next few days. And I'll see you on Thursday for the Monte Carlo Rally.